The giveaway is good. I've only seen a review for it, but I haven't played it. I haven't seen anyone play it, so seems alright.
Stream, can you ignore? Wait. Avermeda needs to shut the fuck up. There we go. Oh my god, Peps, how are you? You've never been here before. This is new. Hello. Peps is someone from Zavi's server, which you don't know, Grant, and Grant currently does not exist on my screen.
No,
I'm good. I just lurk. Ah, gotcha. Sorry,
I just lurk inside her head.
Peps has neo pronouns. Zzier. I believe that's how you say them.
Oh no, I was talking about you, Gray.
Oh.
I'm the disembodied voice. That's why they can hear me.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. Aha. Okay. Now I see what you're getting at here. All right. So we have the profile pic, and we have a name. Great. I just spent time with Tris, and now I'm procrastinating sewing. I mean, I'm procrastinating a 20-page paper, but like, we're not gonna talk about that. Granted, it is a group paper, so I'm waiting for my group partner to, like, you know, send me the other half of the paper so I can revise it. But we're gonna worry about that on Monday. Not now. It's the weekend. I'm glad you're doing well, Peps. It's good to see you here. 5 late commissions. Oh no! Yeah, I forget. You sew skirts, right? Right. It's week 15 of the semester. My brain officially stopped working during like week 2. Oh, it's time for the Great Ace Attorney. I don't think I missed any episodes since the end of the Irish student the coach trial. Oh, goodness. Well, the coach is now on fire as we last left it. And we got to see like a short, like 15-second cutscene. And we got to hear Vampire Daddy's voice.
We also got to hear the judge as well for a little bit.
Yeah, I like your judge better.
Yeah.
Just saying, no cap.
Yeah.
Clothing in general, skirts is easy. Gotcha. Okay, so here's the thing, Peps. I'm a sorority girl. No, my fraternity, like, I make my own fraternity letters because, like, I like it's so soothing to just like cut the fabric and like get to like pair what fabric you want for your letters and everything. But then like the sewing on the shirt part is like, because I hand sew because I just have this rinky dink small ass sewing machine that we got from my grandmother's house when we were cleaning it out. And I've never figured out how to use it. It's frankly too small for me to use to like sew on these letters onto a shirt. So like when I make letters for people, I'm like, I don't put them on shirts. That's your responsibility. That's not mine. So I appreciate people who can make clothing because I cannot. That is the one thing I cannot do. Out of the many things I can't do, that's one thing I can't do. I didn't remember the name of the dude. My brother is nice. It was only 200. Oh, okay. I don't have a favorite dragon type Pokemon. Oh, I need to change that. Your brother. Doi.
Yeah,
I should know this. My grandmother was like a seamstress master. She basically converted her basement into like making like baby buntings and like clothing. Like some of my first blankets she made. Like she made some of my first blankets I've ever had. They're somewhere in some memory box in my mother's house. But yeah, I heard Brother is a good brand. I think we used those machines when I took sewing in 7th grade. Not because I wanted to, because that was required in the curriculum. Oh, I need to change the pinned message. What should the pinned message say?
I guess which character is your favorite so far in Ace Attorney Chronicles? That's
Wait.
the one I'm thinking of.
Mm. Uh.
Or we could put
It doesn't
what
have to
I
be related to the game. It can. Who dies next? I'm pinning
dies.
that. Yes.
My
No
next
context. Who dies next?
my question was going to be, is the judge proud of Herlock like his own son?
I made a baby bunting Halloween costume for my nephew's first Halloween. It was a Reese's Pieces bag. His name is Reese. That's adorable. I love that. That's so cute. Oh.
Sounds adorable.
My heart is full. Oh, I haven't done my intro yet. Haha.
No.
Hi everyone. Good morning. My name's Aaron Gray. And this is Grant, I suppose.
I'm here. I sometimes do stream as well, but I also voice act for her, and I enjoy it very much.
I'm gonna be on his channel eventually, when I'm not drowned in, work.
Yeah.
Literal work. Being in an office.
My hope
I
is
had to make
one...
cold calls today. That was fun.
Ooh.
Hi, we noticed that you haven't submitted literally anything for your application, and the deadline was like December 1st. Do you need any help? I
you
do
send
have
back a message. Help, please.
help, please. No, it's cold calling, so it was calling people. Thankfully, most of them went to voicemail, so that, or like one person's voice box was full, so like I couldn't even like talk to them. But
Damn.
like. I do have a giveaway going on my Instagram, in case you are not following my Instagram. It is for the game of Amnesia Rebirth, because I'm not going to play that game ever. One, because it's a horror game. Two, I've already seen someone play it, so like I have no reason to play it now. And I have no desire to, so I figured why not give it to someone who is actually going to want to play it. So you do have to follow the account, which is my brand account, and also like the post in order to be qualified. And I have enabled comments if you to follow. So you have to, and you get additional entries by commenting and tagging people. Yeah. And I will be DMing the person I pick on Monday. So feel free to go drop a follow. I do post like literally everything regarding my brand there as well. So like if you want Redbubble updates, Etsy updates, Twitch updates, that's where like everything's gonna go. And the occasional selfie. Once in a blue moon. Anyway, let's get into it. Because I need to fix a spreadsheet after we're done tonight. So we're not gonna be on super late. Episode 4. The Adventure of the Clouded Kokoro.
I gotta go get the. I gotta go get the guy.
I begin to think, Wilson, said Sholmes, turning his head languidly in my direction, that there is more to this case than that which we have observed. Indeed, that there may be another part to this story that we are yet to discover. His eyes wandered, following the steam rising from his cup of herbal tea, leading him to the distant memory of that snowy evening. To the young lady collapsed on the pavement along Briar Road, and to the knife in her back. Lit in the soft glow of gas lamps, a most extraordinary
This is gonna be the murder
scene
weapon.
had been set. And under the cover of a light fog, the curtain had risen silently on the insoluble mystery of our invisible killer.
Yeah, because the murder weapon was never found. This is the murder weapon. Watch Danganronpa really be the reason like I got so smart at these games. Because like I'm expecting Danganronpa twist, but this is not Danganronpa. 19th of February, 9:47 a.m. British Supreme Court Lord Chief Justice's office. O5.
What a fucking title.
Why? No, I didn't want that. No. Whomst? Hold on.
I like how the Supreme Court is just one person.
Hello,
I'm sure that might
Discord.
be a problem.
Discord send my message. I'm trying to let
Discord says
Ryan
no.
know that I'm streaming. It's like, nope. Could you voice Ryanosuke until like we
Sure.
have like other people?
Sure.
Did you sleep at last night, Mr. Naruhodo?
No, not at all.
It was an enormous hotel, wasn't it? The rooms were so luxurious, I felt like we were staying in a palace. And with all the gas lights twinkling, it was brighter than day even in the middle of the night.
About the enormous beds. After time on the SS Bureau, I wasn't going to waste a single inch of that space.
Yeah, oh yeah, because he was in a closet for like 4
He was.
weeks.
He had his sleeve standing up for a long time.
Or like curled into like fetal position, probably.
Maybe. It's pretty bad, regardless. I spent the entire night rolling from one side to the mattress to the other.
I do that now in my full-size bed. Because I get hot. And then the other side is cold. Oh yes, it really was the sort of night you can only dream of normally. Except, when I learned that we owed £3 for the rooms, that dream quickly turned into a nightmare.
Oops. Sorry about that. The building was so impressive and the entrance was so inviting, I just wandered in without thinking.
In a lodging house in Japan, that sum of money will put a roof over your head for a whole year.
Holy shit.
I did try, but I'm afraid I couldn't help my tears when we were presented with the bill.
I'm really sorry.
Oh god. Well, never mind. We must find some more affordable lodgings straight away, though. If we're not careful, our entire stipend will be used up in 10 days or less.
London is a scary place.
Capitalism. Run away while you can, Japan.
It's just that alien memes, but it's just capitalism.
I'm assuming this is the guy.
Oh, good morning to you. You at this early hour?
Ah, this guy, steely-eyed.
Fuck, how did I voice him again?
I don't remember. It's been a while.
I think I voiced him as the guy in the orange suit from last time.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, what the fuck was his name? He was the chief
Gant.
of police guy.
Chief
Gant.
Took me a second.
Damien Gant.
Yeah.
I'm an
Oh.
alien meme. Perhaps you are an alien. You're a great alien, though.
You're a space alien. You're not a dismal alien. Oh, yes, well...
Same. It's gonna be me during my interview. Like, I'm so excited. I'm just like, I just want the job, please. Thank you. Goodbye. Please hire me.
Just please.
Good morning to you, Lord Chief Justice. We have come to report on our outcome of the trial at the Old Bailey yesterday.
Altasan is amazing. She doesn't bat an eyelid, even in the presence of the imposing Lord Strongheart. Yes, I believe that you had a very comprehensive initiative into British courtroom practices.
Is he the judge?
I keep going to the judge as my default. Gant, I'm Gant.
Yeah, you're...
I'm trying to Gant, I promise.
Oh, Judgy boy.
Oh, judgy boy. Fucking hell. Oh, yes, it was very eye-opening. Thank you.
I can voice Naruhodo for now, so you can just focus on Strongheart if you want.
Alright.
And, in accordance with your instructions, Lord Strongheart, Mr. Naruhodo performed his duty to the end.
Yes, I've already been appraised of events.
Oh, I think you voiced him, like, very, like, deep-ish? Like, very imposing?
Imposing. Yes, I've
Like,
been very
not
apprised
like,
of
not like
events.
Vampire Daddy, but like...
Trying my best here. I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember either.
It's been a long time since I've done Gant. You've conducted a fuck me. You've conducted a
want to.
remarkable defense. You may consider the test passed.
Oh!
No longer are you a student of the Empire of Japan. You may henceforth claim to be a fully fledged lawyer.
I think we need to pass some more exams before we could be a fully fledged lawyer, but okay. Thank you.
My country is delighted to welcome young talent from such a remote eastern island.
Thank you very much. So I'm a lawyer now.
Now, in view of your new appointment, I have a fresh case in mind for you.
It's literally a continuation of the case you did yesterday, so you should be fully versed on this.
I'd like you to take it on at once. I trust that won't be a problem.
Another case? Already?
Nothing trains a lawyer better than practical experience. I'm sure if it I'm sure I don't sense dissatisfaction, do I?
It's just that yesterday's trial ended unusually. I haven't quite come to terms with it.
What's to come to terms with? The man was cleared. What more were you hoping for?
This is literally a flashback. Let me bypass, let me skip. And I have something in my eye.
I like how sound alerts is a user.
Oh, yeah. I just can't help wondering if Mr. McGilded really was innocent. Mr. Naruto! It's just that I never managed to ascertain the truth. And then the trial ended, and then the carriage exploded, but we weren't there for that.
Well, you didn't let it trouble you for a second longer.
I'm sorry, I have something in my eye.
Oh, no, don't worry about it. I understand completely whenever something is in your eye. Eyelashes are a bitch sometimes.
They do be. Sorry? What do you mean, Lord Strongheart?
Magnus McGilded passed away immediately following the trial.
Oh, we didn't know about that. Or did
No,
we?
we did
Or was
not.
it inferred because he was inside the carriage?
It was inferred that he went into that room and then the thing caught on fire, so it was assumed that either he did it and ran away or he was somehow caught in it.
Gotcha.
But we didn't know that, as like our players here didn't know it.
Yeah. No! What? Mr. McGilded is dead? The doves fly at the most convenient time behind him.
I have a lot of doves. I have 19 minutes and 42 seconds until my next engagement. Time enough to talk.
I don't understand. What happened? How can he be dead?
After the trial concluded yesterday, there was a great commotion in the Old Bailey. As you will presumably recall, an omnibus has been wheeled into the courtroom.
Yes, of course. That was the scene of the crime which Mr. McGilded had been accused of.
Precisely. Well, while the bailiff's attention was diverted by some other matter, the omnibus went up in flames.
No. How could such a thing have happened?
That is being investigated as we speak, but already. The police have identified a corpse found inside this charred shell of the carriage as that of McGilded.
That's awful.
The man must have slipped inside while the bailiff's attention was elsewhere.
That bailiff really needs to pay more attention. Don't throw shade at the judge.
I'm just imagining. Well, I'm imagining it as Gumshoe. Actually, it's like, oh pal, look, I just saw this dog. And it was a really nice dog. Okay.
And how could that have happened?
It is being investigated as we speak.
Thinking back now. Hey! Oh! Adrian, I love it. Ha ha! Ooh, we got it. Hot hot. Hey, we got it. Hot hot. Say, we got it. Hot chocolate. Thank you for the bits. Thank you. How are you, Adrian? That's not how I expected that trial and ethical question to be resolved. Grant, can you take the reins for like a quick second? I need to blow my nose and also to wash
Sure.
my handsies. So if you just want to like chat with people for like 2 minutes.
That's fine with me.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yes, I agree, Combat Butler. I was not expecting that to be solved in that way. I expected us to revisit this, but I guess somebody else had other ideas. Seems the ethical question was just to fucking murder him. Adrian, do you have enough hot chocolate to share with the class? I would like some of that hot chocolate, please. I can exchange it to you for some Oreo cookies. I don't know what's better than milk with Oreo cookies. It honestly feels like it tastes like the best. I know it's like really fattening, but fuck. It is double stuffed Oreo. So you get more of the cream filling. It's also the family size because I'm fat, I guess.
Hello, I
yeah.
returned.
Welcome back. Would you also like some double stuffed Oreo?
Ooh, I'll take one. Thank you.
I also have milk.
Ooh, also awesome. I just had hot chocolate actually from Starbucks when I had to go to campus. So.
The easiest way to solve interpersonal problems is in the extremely short term. Short term, I no longer have to deal with their face. Long term, I probably will be arrested for murder.
Milk and chocolate chip cookies that are just the right blend of crunchy and soft. Ooh, yes. So
To me,
here's my tips to make a wonderful chocolate chip cookie. Okay, you ready? You ready for this?
Yep.
So I use pre-made mix because I'm a lazy college student and don't have time to actually like make a whole batter from scratch. Also, I did a lot as a kid helping my mom make Christmas cookies, so I'm like kind of burnt out on making like cookies from scratch. So I get like Betty Crocker's chocolate chip mix, do everything normally, but with the butter, you basically melt it entirely and then pour it in hot or like warm into the mix. Then I usually add extra like chocolate chunks in there to make it more chocolatey and more chocolatey in general. Stir it, mix it, and then I slightly undercook the cookies. And then they turn out to be like the most buttery, soft cookies I've ever eaten in my life. That's my tips and tricks. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. The stream is ending here.
Oh, okay. It's like, oh, we just came here to talk about cookies. You brought the perfect opportunity, and now stream ends. So, good luck.
Goodbye.
Honestly, soft, like, not to me, crunchy cookies isn't the right word for it. It's like melted, soft, like cookies that does it for me personally. I just, ugh.
Yeah, I make from scratch in the butter I melt before I add it. I forget if when my mom and I would make cookies, if you'd melt the butter entirely or just put it in, like just
I
like.
think that would be a good idea. I never thought of it that way, but that seems like it would be better to like spread out the actual butter across the entire cookie.
Yeah, well, normally when it asks you to do it, you're asked to just soften it slightly, not completely melt it or melt it like 75%. I usually melt it like 75%. Not so it's like complete liquid, but like, yeah, I don't know. It just makes it like less hard, I guess, because I don't really like hard cookies. I like really soft cookies. And then they're really good with milk. Really good with milk.
You know one cookie I can't really stand it to eat anymore?
What?
Those like sugar cookies that you get from the store.
Oh, with the frosting on top. That's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I understand why people like them, but like I can't. I can't. I usually
used
just
to be
like
able
the
to eat 'em and
frosting,
enjoy
just
'em.
not the cookie part.
The frosting's the only thing that people really like about the cookie. That's why they add so much of it. Anyways.
Okay. Adrian, I'm glad you're doing fine, and I'm glad you have hot chocolate. That's always a good. Like, do you do anything special for your hot chocolate, Adrian, or is it just like plain, like nothing special added to it or anything like that? I like finding out new hot chocolate recipes to try.
I will tell you that milk is so much better with hot chocolate. I found out the
Oh yeah,
hard
it
way.
definitely is. But like when you're in a pinch or like you only have 5 minutes in the morning to actually make something, then like I go with hot water.
Yeah.
Those are the best. Immediately after the trial, Mr. McGilda did mention going back into the courtroom to look at the omnibus. Oh, and I'm in the wrong window. Flashback. We don't need this.
I'm fucking dead, Melanie. You'll never hear my voice again.
Thank fucking God. Not because your voice acting was bad, because it wasn't.
No, I
just because I fucking hate him as a character.
Just wait until we find out that he somehow faked his death or something.
Yeah.
As he comes back in like the next game, he's like, "Oh, fuck you, I'm back."
Right now I have a plain one, but I sometimes like to add a hint of chili when using a deep milk chocolate as a base. Ooh. Granted, I'm not much of a spice person. I mean, I'm assuming when you say chili, you mean like spice, like spicy spice. But that sounds interesting.
I don't think the Vampire Daddy murdered him. I don't think Vampire Daddy murdered the Irishman.
Oh no. Oh no. I think it's the. I think there's something else going on here. I
think
just
it was
haven't
this
figured
guy.
it out yet. My brain is focused on Trial 6 of Danger Murder Party. Because that's next week. I was going to do it last night, but I got home late and I didn't want to rush it and I didn't want to like split the trial up and everything. So we're going to just do it in one shot next week. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
An inspection of the omnibus.
Oh, this is definitely how you voiced him. I remember this now.
Oh, good. Not to my knowledge, I don't believe Scotland Yard had the intention of re-examining the carriage.
But then who is Mr. McGilda talking about?
Never mind that now. The Yard is making a thorough investigation.
Plot twist.
This matter is no longer any concern of yours. Leave it to the police.
Plot twist. The killer all along was the bailiff.
What? I didn't. That wasn't me. Yeah, pal, look, it wasn't me either. I was here with the judge.
Poor Mr. McGilded. Alright, British court.
Welcome to British court.
I'm mad at
So,
now the fucking shit.
You just make that sound alert whenever someone subscribes.
No! I very much like my alert, my sounds when people follow and shit. I might make that like a sound redeem at some point.
Also true.
I have some other ones been needing to add, like Aiden Pierce saying anime sex pillows from the Bloodline DLC, and then
Jesus.
Wrench going no, it's gonna do it. No. That's one I gotta add, and I'm gonna add part of Debate Scrum because Debate Scrum is like my literal jam. Love it so much. Anyway, continue.
If you need me to voice any sound alerts, I can also do that.
Well, if we get any requests for them, then sure. But those
Also
are the
true.
ones that I want to personally add because like they're ones I want.
Yeah, no, I understand. They sound good.
Yeah.
so, how did you find your first taste of our country's Supreme Court?
It's a fucking nightmare. Please get rid of it. I just realized.
Might need some reform.
I I just realized I watched someone play Justice for All on stream for 7.5 hours today while working, and now I'm watching even more Ace Attorney. Hey, that sounds like a win to me.
Dude, when you get the need for Ace Attorney, you just gotta do it. I understand you completely.
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, it was... Wow! Mr. Naruhodo means that the whole experience was steeped into the solemnity. What? Solemnity? Solemnity? Yeah. Of Great Britain's long history. It's really a world apart from our own judicial system in Japan, which is only a few short decades old. Wow, Susato-san has such a way with words. And you seem to have a way of failing to find the right ones. How do you know I said that?
Sato throwing shade.
Susato reading my mind since when?
The judicial system here is the most advanced in the world. All you can.
The most advanced in the world, is it?
It was fortunate that your very first trial was a simple...
Simple? You call that simple? Simple? Thank you, Susato, for being like the player in this case, being like, that was fucking simple. Wait.
Being the current mood. As I believe I mentioned yesterday, it was a trial that you couldn't lose.
We definitely could have fucking lost that. I don't mean to be contrary, Lord Strongheart, but the case was anything but simple. The circumstances of the case were so incriminating, I was stunned when I first heard them. In fact, I'm still finding it hard to believe that we managed to get a favorable verdict. I don't like that laugh, Strongheart. What do you got up your sleeve, man? Your very fancy sleeves.
Thank you, I paid for it myself.
Is something funny?
No, my apologies. However, the fact is that you did receive the not guilty verdict you set out to achieve. And that only can be attributed to the exceptional talent. Wouldn't you agree?
Was this shit fucking rigged?
I think it was rigged from the start.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, never mind. You exceeded my expectations, I freely admit. That much at least is an undeniable truth. Which is precisely why I've prepared the next new case for you that I've mentioned before.
What's going on? What was he going to say before? Could you perhaps give us some more details about the new case you mentioned? Don't tell me it's a murder and the trial starts in 10 minutes. It's gonna be the trial for who killed Mr. McGilded, isn't it?
Don't worry, it's nothing so alarming or quite so urgent as your last assignment. In fact, this case is completely different.
Oh, good. Oh, I see. Did you just read my mind?
That is to say, no one has died, as of yet.
Oh, good.
And the trial will not be today. There's plenty of time to research the case thoroughly.
Ah, so we actually had to do a legit investigation this time. That's
We're gonna see
great.
Herlock.
Herlock!
I sure hope so, because we have investigations here, so I hope he's here. 43 hours, 43 minutes, and 19 seconds to be precise.
My name's Sholmes. Herlock Sholmes.
My name's Sean. Herlock.
Yes, I love it.
You're like, if I cannot have judge voice, I want to have Herlock voice.
So the trial's tomorrow then. Is everything alright? Oh, yes. I'm just a little confused, that's all. Yesterday's trial was... well, it's left me wondering if I'm really cut out for being a lawyer. Oh, Mr. Nara. I don't know if I could face standing in that courtroom again after Mr. McGilded's trial.
Yes, I nearly forgot. There's one similarity with yesterday's case. Once again, there is currently no one to advocate for the defense.
Oh. So I suppose it's gonna be us.
If the situation remains unchanged, the trial will start tomorrow with the defendant unrepresented. And if that happens, I need not remind you of the inevitable outcome.
The most terrible end awaits the defendant. Death.
Yes, that's right. The death penalty.
Ugh,
By
here we
hanging.
go. Ah, shit, here we go again.
Your time is up. You'll have to excuse me.
Conveniently after we finished all the dialogue options.
I would strongly advise you to begin making preparations for tomorrow's trial. After all, the clock is ever ticking.
Just like the giant clock that your room is.
I live in Big Ben.
He lives in a clock. He's Father Time.
He is Big Ben.
He is Father Time.
There is now but 23 hours, 26 minutes, and 39 seconds until the court sits.
Do you do anything but count down the seconds, my guy?
I'm a mathematician.
Last time he mentioned the 23 hours, he said there was plenty of time.
And one more thing, Naruhodo. There's something I would like to ask you.
Oh, what's that?
Yesterday, remarks upon something. That you intended to see through the will of your late compatriot, Mr. Asogi.
My husband.
Your widow husband.
My dead husband. I have no widow.
I would be interested to hear what exactly you mean by that. Inside 34 seconds.
Oh, well, Kazuma always used to say, you see, that he wanted to learn how the greatest justice system in the world worked so he could change ours in Japan. Now that he's gone, I like to work towards that myself. And there's another thing. Oh.
Another thing. Continue.
On the way here, on the steamship, he said something to me. Very important I
There's
have to
something
do.
very important that I have to do. Something very important? And what exactly would that be?
He never had a chance to tell me. I suppose he would have done if he had made it to...
You're out of time. Well, thank you for the enlightening discussion.
Mr. Naruhodo, what's all this about? Mr. Sogi never once mentioned anything of the sort to me, because you're not his husband. We were lovers, Sasato. We slept in the same room. Maybe not in the same bed, but we slept in the same room, alright?
Remember, if you sleep in the same room with someone, you're automatically married.
Exactly.
I urge you both to focus your attentions on the matter at hand. I've taken the liberty of summoning the police inspector in charge of the case.
This looks like
I am going to voice him like Gumshoe.
Gumshoe's, like, more formal ancestor. The one
good.
who's, like, the smart brain, the smart part of the family.
I'm going to voice him, but with a British accent.
Oh my god, he's holding potato fries.
I think it's supposed to be like a crown, but alright.
No, he's holding potato fries.
Oh, he might actually be.
He is! I'm looking at it! And y'all get to see, like, my awful looking part on my face, or my hair.
He'll be able to appraise you of the details.
How long has he been there?
About 34 minutes, 23 seconds. So I wish you the best of luck and bid you farewell.
Sorry for, like, me plucking, like, every single hair out of my eyebrows right now. It's a comfort
You are
tech.
not forgiven.
There's something very important I have to do. Kazuma-sama, what did you mean? It's gonna be Watson, right?
I mean, our Watson in Japan is dead.
Yeah, but like,
I'm pretty sure this is the police inspector of actual Scotland Yard, the one that
Yeah.
worked with Herlock that kind of pissed him off, and the other one. They became friends later. It's just like at the beginning they hated each other.
I wish I knew, but honestly, he never told me. Anyway, we better talk to the detective, don't you think? Yes, you're right. Hope I'm just imagining it, but I wouldn't say he looks pleased to see us at all. He's holding fries. How
Yep.
can I...
I thought it was like a badge.
Look,
Oh, fuck.
he's holding fries.
You can hear
could
him
we...
munching.
Yeah, could we trouble you?
What do you think?
Ah! Lovely weather, isn't it?
What's the weather got to do with anything?
Uh,
Maybe I should make him lighter. Listen to me, you young Japanese upstart.
I don't know which one I prefer more.
I'm trying to decide myself, honestly. Some frippery about the weather doesn't get every English jitney out of your hand, you know?
Ugh. Sasato-san told me it was foolproof. No.
I'm a busy man, a very busy man. There's a crime scene to investigate, but I'm here having a good the likes of you a talking to.
I mean, we could have fucking met you at the crime scene.
I also don't need to eat.
Oh, I'm ever so sorry.
He's got the virgin chin. Can you imagine what the other officers would be here saying,
Gregson!
Haven't seen Gregson anywhere, have you? No, he's busy with the bigwigs these days.
Gregson, I love it.
And all because some bumpkin who's here on the jaunt around the country I've never heard of before. Here's the ripping sound. That's my reputation at the yard going to tatters.
Are you sure that's not you ripping into the newspaper that's holding your potato fries? I know they're called chips in Britain, alright? I'm just being an American, alright?
I like
You
how
don't need
he,
to rip us
like,
apart as well.
I like how he bites into it, but then he like shakes it so it like reappears.
Yeah. It's a good animation. I don't believe we've been introduced. This is Mr. Ryanosuke Naruhodo, a defense lawyer. That name is a fucking mouthful.
Aye?
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant,
Aye?
It's lovely weather we're having today, isn't it?
It is unreasonably fine, I grant you. London winters don't see a lot of sunshine.
Unbelievable! How did she pull that off? Because she's literally a fucking witch. That is what's happening.
She's so witch. Oh my god, he's got a little journal in his cap.
Yeah.
So, Lord Strongheart has asked me to fill you in on the case.
Oh, so he changed his tune now, huh?
The name's Tobias Gregson.
Tobias.
Inspector Gregson to you. I'm from Scotland Yard.
Tobias.
Tobias.
Ayo, can't stay and can't hear. Just wanted to stop in and say.
There we go.
Derp, you're cool.
Derpy Tivo.
Derp Tebow. Gregson, Inspector Gregson? Have you heard of him too? Like you're a big fangirl over fucking Herlock
Do you plan on changing your
Sholmes?
name? Do you plan on changing your last name to Gumshoe anytime soon?
What's the matter with Sasato-san? Does this detective's name mean something to her? Inspector, are you perhaps the Inspector Gregson? Of course she knows, like, literally, like, everybody, every bigwig ever.
He reads a lot.
She do be smart, though. You're acting like you know this man, Mr. Sato, but he's a London detective. Oh, I do know him very well, in fact. Very well? Okay, I need to stop picking my I need to stop plucking at my eyebrow hair, or else I'll no longer have a fucking eyebrow. Alright, fidget thing, please work. Yes, he features prominently in The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes. Oh, in that publication. What's it called again? Ranced Magazine? That's right. Inspector Gregson and Mr. Sholmes enjoy a wonderful friendly rivalry. Really? You rival the great Mr. Sholmes? That's incredible.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. Mr. Sholmes isn't a professional like myself, of course, but he does come up with the goods from time to time.
Where is he? I need this man. I need this man crawling around on these gears we have in the background.
I don't think that would end well for him.
Mr. Sholmes is equally complimentary about you, Inspector, isn't he? You've earned his highest praise. Gregson is the pick of the bad lot of all the London yarders. Those were his own words. That's his highest praise? Well, Mr. Sholmes isn't particularly known for giving compliments, you see.
That he is not, and thanks to that magazine, my name's known all over London town now.
And apparently the world. That's great, isn't it?
I have to admit that to start with I was a little, well, flattered by all the attention. Everyone wanted to shake my hand, and my reputation at the art went through the roof.
Well, that's wonderful.
No, it is not. There is nothing more sinister than the man on the street. People are always looking at me now. They're whispering rumors about me under their breath, I'm sure.
Rumors? Are you quite sure?
He's changed since he started appearing in those stories. The fame's gone to his head, stuff like that.
Gosh, do you really think people are saying such mean-spirited things about you?
Like I said, they whisper, so I can't catch exactly what they're saying, but I know what folks are like. I'm sure that's what they're saying, as sure as eggs is eggs.
Eggs is eggs.
What the fuck is that phrase?
So I've been reading A Clockwork Orange lately, and the author invented for the time he invented slang to depict, like, oh, this is how people would talk in the future. And in the last chapter I was reading, like, the character had made, like, toast with eggs for breakfast, and he called the eggs Eggy Weg. And I was like, what? Why? Like,
Why?
EGGIWEGG. Eggy Weg.
What?
It's so great. It's so difficult to read for that fact. That is just like, all right, this word is gonna make vidied is now seeing, and like every form of it is like you see, saw, you watched, or something. It's like, oh my god, what? That's a saying I've actually heard a bunch, weirdly enough. Eggs is eggs. Wow.
All I can think of is like Mr. Incredible in that one meme saying eggs is eggs.
Yeah. I get the feeling this detective could be very hard work. Oh dear, perhaps sudden rise to fame does change people. So, about the case that the Lord Chief Justice mentioned before.
Nothing to tell, really. As far as we're concerned at the yard, it couldn't be simpler.
Oh dear, that probably means that as far as we're concerned as lawyers, it couldn't be more complicated. I wish you were wrong about that, but I have a nasty feeling you're right.
A young woman was walking along the pavement on Briar Road when she was stabbed from behind. Fortunately, it wasn't fatal, but she's still laid up in hospital unconscious.
Oh, she's not dead. That's despicable. What sort of coward would attack the poor woman from behind? Suppose you would have finished whoever was off with a Susato takedown, would you? That is neither here nor there, Mr. Naruhodo. Brace yourself, Rinosuke. You angered her now.
Anyway, after some of a whirlwind investigation, the criminal was arrested. He barely had time for a cup of tea after the incident took place, to be honest.
Was it Mr. McGilded's son?
Who's McGilded?
So there must have been something left at the scene that led you to directly the culprit, right? Or perhaps a reliable witness who recognized the person in question?
Let me stop it right there. You're wasting your time on this one.
Sorry?
There's nothing you can do. There's no way to help the bloke now.
Why ever not?
Simple. The prosecutor that's been assigned to the trial tomorrow is Lord Baron von Zeeks.
Ah, yes, Vampire Daddy, my beloved. No!
Sound like you heard of him then.
I mean, we kind of demolished him last trial, but alright. Oh yes, we are very familiar with Lord Van Zeeks. He stepped on me last night in bed.
He has 6-inch heels.
Believed to be the harbinger of death itself. The Reaper of the Bailey. Lord Baron Van Zeeks, who we faced in court only yesterday. Mr. McGilda told us about him before the trial, didn't he? We don't need to read this because this is literally a flashback.
Flashback. We flashing back.
I love him.
We have a lot of people to talk to, actually.
Oh, great. So many voices. Excuse me, what? What are you talking about, Combat Butler? I need you to be more clear with your... I need you to be more specific with your excuse me what. And my nipple is itchy. And I hate it. Why are we itchy, nipple? Why? Why are you doing this to me? I don't understand.
That's a good question to ask your nipple. Let me know if it answers.
Why? Screams at my chest. Why? How did this happen to me?
I made my mistakes.
But life goes on.
Well, if that's the case, we should inform you, Inspector, that in yesterday's trial against Lord Van Zeeks, Mr. Naruhodo secured a verdict of not guilty.
And what of it?
Oh, well, I think that means that even against the Reaper of the Bailey, it's not impossible to save the defendant. Not impossible, sorry.
No, you really don't have a clue, do you?
This whole stream, honestly. Are you offended by my antics and me screaming at my nipple? Life in general. Okay, that's fair. All right, that's fair.
Combat
I'm fine.
Butler, I would like to say, at least you're enjoying, though, right?
At least, yeah, you're enjoying our shenanigans, right? More so my shenanigans. Grant hasn't done his shenanigans yet.
Okay, fine, I guess.
I suppose.
I suppose, yeah.
Did you read this?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. What do you mean? Literally shoves the potato fries into his fucking pocket.
Those are some deep fucking pockets. Aw, poor Butler.
Wait, you're not? What?
Sad Butler.
What happened to the bloke in the end?
Yeah,
eh?
it's
He's dead.
it's fun. Wait, were you kidding with the no? Are you actually like having fun?
I'm worried about you, Butler.
Like, are you doing okay, buddy?
Everything alright, man?
Grant, it's your turn to read.
I said it.
No, you didn't.
What happened to the bloke in the end, eh? He's dead.
Ah.
Magnus McGillen became a cropper in that omnibus when it went up in flames. So you can't rightly say you saved the defendant, can you?
What are you saying?
Look, if Von Zeeks could get the dirt to stick on anyone, he'd be a miracle worker. But that's not how it goes. He doesn't work miracles. He works magic. Black magic.
Ah, so he's a witch.
He's a vampire. What do you mean?
Vampire Daddy, my beloved.
Male witches are known as warlocks.
Mm. Yeah, it's fun. I am enjoying. Oh, good. Oh, good. That makes me
This
happy.
is good, butler. Pat, pat, pat. Oh, he been offended. Okay.
Oh, the no was to whether I was offended. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I have a good long think about it if I were you.
I would like to know where he got his endless supply of potato wedges. Please.
I bet
this
you
is-
will
this is a
find eventually
necessity.
the person that he buys it from.
Oh, good.
He buys it from Shomes.
Does he actually?
No, I was just saying that.
That would be funny. Are we really supposed to believe that?
Oh, no. No. Right, well, I'm fielded you in as requested, and I'm very nearly out of ships.
Sure you are.
So I'll be heading back to the crime scene now. We'll still carry out a few investigations here.
It was Briar Road, you said, didn't you? Where the incident took place.
That's correct, ma'am. And if you head over to the holding cells, you'll meet the criminal himself.
You've branded him a criminal already?
He's as good as. Shaking like a leaf in the cell he is, and I'll give you a chuckle if nothing else. He said, mate 53, speak to the jailer and we'll show you the way.
Inmate 53. Thank you.
Good day.
So there's no helping anyone against the Reaper of the Bailey, they say.
Is something troubling you, Mr. Naruhodo? To tell the truth, when I recall the trial yesterday, I can't stop myself from shaking. The idea of facing the Reaper in court again is... Well, if you think it's too much for you, there's no shame in turning the case down. That takes courage, too.
But if the man they've arrested is innocent, you could well imagine he would be shaking like a leaf in his cell. And I, for one, wouldn't find the sight of that.
So,
If I'm honest, I'm still reeling from the shock of yesterday's events myself. And I'm really not sure if I'll be able to help this man, whoever he is. But I'd like to try, so I think I'm going to make some enquiries. Will you help?
did you really think you had to ask? After all, I am your judicial assistant.
Thank you. So then, shall we?
Assist
Yes.
in many departments.
Huh?
So I assist you in many kinds of departments.
Let's go.
We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship.
rocket ship
Anything
going through the sky. We're going to prison.
Yeah.
Oh, what a depressing looking cell.
This is the holding cell of the past. Why is this
It had
cell
a
9?
key in.
It was supposed to be 59. Hello?
No, we went up to the 5th level, which is 9.
Oh. So these are
59.
British prison cells.
Oh, they're ghastly. Feels just like a dungeon.
Yes, and having experienced it in Japan myself, I can assure you that our wooden cells feel a lot cozier than these cold stone walls.
Oh, don't, Mr. Naruhodo. You're making it seem worse.
Apparently, our
wooden cells?
client is in this cell here. Oh, what is it, the candle? It's so
Look,
dark.
man, they just let me and they left me here, alright?
It's so dark at the back that I can't make him out. I wonder what he's like.
Ah,
Bailiff,
Oh, God.
please.
Fucking hell, he jump scared me.
Inmate 53, your legal representation is here to see you. Stop hiding in the back of the cell and show your face out once.
I don't know how to voice his character. I'll try to. Maybe I'll voice him like that one actor.
Well, I
in
haven't
the
seen him
first game.
yet, so I don't know
Oh.
what he
Am
should
I?
be.
Am I a cat as yet with no name?
Please don't make a reference to cats. No.
Calling me by a number is utterly, unbelievably, unjustly, unreasonable. I refuse to answer.
Ah, yes, we're getting a Les Mis reference now, almost. In my brain, it's making a reference. 24601.
Mr. Naruhodo, what? What do you think is going on here?
I have no idea. But I wasn't just hearing things, was I? That tired of complaints was in Japanese.
Oh.
Oh.
Quiet. They're all around, hiding. I know they are. They're watching, listening. Even now, I can sense it.
Right. So
There you are. You crossed me, haven't you? Don't try to hide. You're a ghost.
a ghost? Sutato's like, what the fuck is this shit?
We mean you no harm, prisoner-san. Are you Japanese, by any chance?
This is beyond my wildest dreams.
What the fuck is that mouth?
It's anime.
Oh god.
Forgive me for my outburst before. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's fine. You're just a little surprised, that's all. Oh god.
Imagine it!
What are these teeth? I hate it.
It's been 12 months since I've left my hometown, and here I am in a frightful fix in a foreign land!
I love the animation of the eyes, though.
So hearing the sweet, sentimental tones of a compatriot's voice here in this damp, dark hellhole was...
Oh, hey!
Oh.
Oh, hi, Guy 101. Thank you for the raid! Woo! How are you? How was your stream, and what did you stream? I'm so very curious now. Hope all is well on this wonderful Friday evening. Good morning.
Yeah.
Hi, oh hi, Guy. And Just Jones C. Hello. Joanne? Joanne, I think. I can't read. I'm sorry. I'm a grad
Just
student
Joanne
and I
C.
can't
and
read.
oh hi guy.
We are streaming this game. Oh,
Oh,
very
awesome.
cool. We are in chapter 4, so no spoilers for anything past chapter, or like of chapter 4, and we're way further through though. Yeah, we're in, like I said, we're in chapter 4, so please no spoilers for the rest of the game or of chapter 4. We're having a lot of fun voice acting. I think we're close to the end, so definite spoilers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's greatly appreciated because I've had people ruin Danganronpa for me. And, like, I don't mind if I get spoilers for this, but, like, I do mind, but not as much as I do for Danganronpa. But, like, I still mind. But, so thank you. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the love. I'll shout you out because I always forget to shout people out. And it's like, it's my own fault because I'm just...
Oh, don't worry, I know.
Oh, hi, Guy 101. Are you gonna work? Thank you.
There you go. Just takes a little bit.
Thank you. And I'll shout out, Grant. Nope, that's not how I shout out things. Hey, thanks, Joanne, for the, follow. That's why we came in. I heard you voice acting, two of you doing it together. I thought that was cool. Oh, thank you. Grant, how do you... Is there a hyphen between subtotal and aljar?
Is there a hyphen? I don't think so.
Can you just type something in chat? Anything. Ah, yes. Thank you for typing something in chat. Thank you. There we go.
It's awesome, Guy. Yeah, voice acting, especially for Ace Attorney, is extremely fun. I hope one day that one of those fan animation games that they do on YouTube, I hope one day I can get into one of those. Hopefully as the judge.
Oh, yes. I would love that. You do a very good judge.
Yes. There was, unfortunately, most of the projects have like pretty much finished, and they don't need people like that. There is one for a certain fandom that they're doing, but I kind of missed the audition. So, plus they didn't have the same type of judge, so I wouldn't have worked anyways.
I voice act every character myself, so I appreciate the effort. And also, thank you for the follow, oh hi guy, thank you. I'm trying to get to my goal of 300 before the end of December, so y'all are helping me so much, thank you. I voice act everything for Danganronpa, but after trying to voice act through the first game of the Phoenix Wright trilogy, I called upon Grant because my voice can't do it all. It's like the difference. Danganronpa at least has like for the trial segments, the voice acting is done for the trial segments, so it made it easier to do it. But like for here, like it's basically all done by people, like by us. So.
Also, oh hi guy, don't worry if you screw up on the accents. It does just take practice, and the more you play the character, the easier it gets. I don't know what your normal accent is. But you can, like, the more you act and practice, the better you get at it. Well, like, to
you, or like to you, singular, as a being, as your being, you don't feel like you have an accent until someone's like, oh, you sound funny.
Exactly.
He's from USA. Ah, so are we.
I am from the South, but I do not have a Southern accent, which I think helps whenever I'm doing, like, voice acting.
Yeah, you know, I don't think when I first... No, did you tell me where you were from before I heard you speak?
I don't think I did.
I don't remember, but I'm from Pennsylvania.
I told you I was in the U.S.
I'm originally born in New Jersey, but I currently live in Pennsylvania for school. I either have no accent or the fabled Delco accent. Wait, Delaware County? As in, like, Pennsylvania tri-state area, Delco County? Or somewhere else? I picked up something locally. Gotcha. Haha, yeah. I love that. Oh, man. Man, I am not...
I was a streamer. That's what I thought.
No. It's... Like, we have different counties in Pennsylvania, like Montco, which is Montgomery County, but, like, they just short it to Montco, like, as a, like, a regionalistic type of thing. Yeah, that exact Delco. Oh, I don't remember the exact area. I just know that's like what it's referred to because like I'm in a Pennsylvania school, so it's often referred to as Delco. Oh, Chesco here. Yeah, Chester County. Like crayons pronounced crowns. Oh yes.
Crowns. Some crowns here.
I sometimes like I'll be funny and I'll say coffee like coffee. Like New York, Boston accent, but like I'm not from New York or Boston.
Sounds like Fran Vine.
I don't do good with accents, but I do better with voice impersonation. So like that's why I like Danganronpa, because once I hear the character voices after a while, then like I can act them better. So like for example, fucking Monami, the little shit from DR2.
I can do her voice really well, and I have been told that the voice kind of sounds like the game. So if they're doing any fan games and they need a Monami, give me a call. Don't actually give me a call though, because I probably won't answer, because it'll probably show up as like a telemarketer number on my
phone. Calls you immediately like, hey, can you do Monami? Oh fuck, I don't want to buy what you're selling.
Evidently, Delco accent is considered the hardest accent to reproduce. Ah,
interesting.
Ooh, look at those stickies! Rainbow clap. Oh, my beloved. Ooh, those like are yours. Oh, that's so cool. That's very cool. Thank you all for dropping in. I really do appreciate it. I always do.
It's always good to have interaction.
It is. And just like have people to talk to and like just vibes. Sometimes really great. Y'all are welcome to join my Discord server. This link should work. If not, let me know and I'll fix it.
You'll also cry while she fixes.
Yeah. It should theoretically work if you hit like the little 3 dots. The rat call. Oh yes, we need to do the rat call. So I am There's Aaron Gray lore that I am a rat. Hey, why isn't the link working? Yeah, here's the link by the way, for the giveaway, because that's not where. Well, first let me do rat call. This is not Rummy the Rat. This is Squeakums. Thanks, Ryan, for fucking naming it.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Hi, yes, we love Hajime. I have my Hajime plush right here. Boop. Love Hajime. Or is this This is Hajime. Yeah, it's not Makoto, it's Hajime. So I kept the tag on because I keep getting fucking confused. And I will indeed dab. Thank you for the redeems. Goodbye. Good night. I do have a Discord server, so you're welcome to join. You really weren't gonna save that 2,000 for a storytime redeem, Grant? Really weren't
saving
gonna
up.
do that?
I just wanted to see if you do it because I just noticed it while I was looking at story time to remind myself.
Okay. Grant, I suppose. Grant's a really cool person. I met him online, like, probably a year and a half-ish ago. No. A little under 2 years ago, probably.
Yeah.
That's when I met you online. And we played D&D together, and he made Zim, who's really cool, and is a D&D character, and now that voice is used for the judge, which is, like, the best thing ever, and I'm really glad that Grant and I are friends and can voice act for me, because Grant's voice is through Discord. Yeah, he's currently through Discord right now. Yes.
I'm voicing through my Discord. I'm using this voice acting mic. The only issue I have is like it's on the table, and so the wood reverberates some of the voice back. I don't know how to fix it at the moment, but I plan on fixing it later.
That's fine. At least your mic doesn't make you At least your mic doesn't silence you when you sustain a note.
Also true.
I can't fucking record vocals now because this piece of shit mic, it's not even a piece of shit, like this headset was like $80. Is like, oh, you wanna sing? That's funny. We're gonna just like make every note you sing quiet. And I'm like, fucking great. Like the other half of this headset was to sing. Okay, thanks. And I literally tried every method last night to make it fucking work. It was like, nope. And I'm like, great. Noise reduction. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't fix it. I don't know. I've tried literally everything. And if you have suggestions that aren't including the following, making Skype not be stupid, making Steam not be stupid, checking the settings in the sound thing, checking IQ, which is Corsair's thing. Maybe you could turn that off. Where is noise reduction? Hold on. If I could fucking fix this right now.
It should be in voice and video.
In where?
If you go to your, you see your little icon down there on the bottom left that says user settings, like little gear.
Oh, in Discord? Okay.
Yeah, and then you go down to voice and video for app settings.
Yes.
You should be able to go down, and there should be a advanced noise suppression.
Okay. I have noise suppression turned off.
You have noise reduction, echo cancellation.
I have echo
voice.
cancellation turned on.
Okay.
I have
Advanced
noise
voice
reduction
activity.
turned off.
Well,
Because it's happening across all of my things. So, like, Discord, maybe not Discord exactly, but Streamlabs, my music recording software, in effects, in what program? Yeah, we're really gonna troubleshoot this now. It's great.
Unfortunately, the only other thing is maybe something in your OBS, if it's not Discord.
I don't know. Anything in your OBS might do it? I'm not sure. Properties. What mic am I even using right now?
Could be your headset, right?
Yeah, yeah, my one headset is like there's nothing. Like it's just like down mix to mono, no. Auto monitoring is monitor off because I don't need that. Like I literally don't know how to fix it. And it's so frustrating because it's like trying to like get everything to work and then I have technology and then my computer decided to wake up today and be a fucking potato and I'm like, can you fucking not like take 10 years to open Chrome, please? And I had to like reset it.
You still hear me?
Yeah.
Alright, good.
What'd you do?
I was just messing with some of the voice settings. See if I...
But thank you for your raid. I greatly appreciate it. Feel free to join the Discord server. We chat, we have a good time. You get notifications when I go live and when I do other things, like maybe write fiction that isn't fan fiction at some point.
And sometimes when we do story time.
Yeah, I ping when I do story time because story time is very sought after sometimes.
Which I enjoy being there for to help be sort of like the audience. Yeah, if Mary was here,
I would make her redeem story time, but she is not here. She is playing fucking Halo Infinite. I don't blame her. Yes. All right. Let's. As much as I enjoy talking to y'all, we'll still talk and casually talk, but we're gonna shift gears back to the game. And if you come up with more solutions to how I could fix my fucking microphone, I will gladly take them. Thanks for coming again, guys. Love you already. Yes. Okay. Did this man just fucking dab?
Maybe. Most monumental moving moment.
Monumentally. No, I don't want popularity.
Nani?
Wait! Who did it as ban? No! No!
Oh my
god. No! That was an error. Unban.
No.
Just Joanne. I'm so sorry. Your message, like I was hitting the ban button on the other person. You didn't do anything wrong. I promise you. There was.
She meant to ban Nani. Nani was trying to do
Nani Gorigi because it was like a spam bot. And then there could be no evidence. There could be no evidence. And your message showed up right as I was clicking ban, so it banned you on accident. So I promise you did nothing wrong. It was very poor timing.
Did nothing wrong.
You did nothing wrong, I promise.
Joanne did nothing wrong.
Yeah, it was just poor timing is what happened. I was like, no. No worries, as a mod for Oh Hi Guy, I've done the same. Yeah. Oh. Alright. Who could have guessed that this new client Lord Strongheart assigned to us would turn out to be a fellow Japanese? Happens to everybody once I accidentally banned a VP. Oh no! Oof.
Immediately unsubscribes.
Immediately unfollows. Like, alright, bye. I mean, like, Twitch doesn't have, like, a good, like, I like Discord for the fact of, like, you could choose to mute somebody in your server instead of just, like, outwardly banning them. Because, like, in order to, like, not have people talk at all, you have to ban them. But it's like, but I just want to mute them. Because, like, I have this one person who literally is out to just ruin Danganronpa for me. So, like, and I've told them multiple times, like, hey, stop spoiling things. I know you've played the game. Stop spoiling things. And, like, I don't want to, like, I just want to mute them. Like, they're welcome to still show up to stream, but, like, they just can't talk. But I guess banning is the only option. Why isn't the giveaway link working?
What compassion my fellow countrymen show. To dispatch a first-class lawyer all the way from Japan to defend a mere foreign student.
How young are you?
How young are you? Wait, do we have... Oh, wait, he's probably not in our, court record
Probably
yet.
not yet, but maybe. Yup.
No. But
Oh my God, he
Tobias
has no hat.
Gregson is 44.
Tobias has no hat.
Oh, nurturing, never-failing Nippon!
First-class lawyer. First-class lawyer. Oh dear, I think there's been some sort of misunderstanding here.
I wonder, would you be so kind as to tell us what happened? Why have you been detained as a suspect, for example?
How about can we get a name? Can we start with the basics?
I think he said his name was Nippon.
I always said he looks like Edgar Allan Poe. Oh my god, he does.
He does. That's exactly what I was thinking of, honestly.
Troubled guy like
Especially
Poe.
with the whole, like, rhyming thing.
Yeah. I did not read much of Poe's works in school. No, that was not my thing.
Most of them are pretty depressing. The only one that I can think of that had a good ending was the Pendulum one.
Oh no! I did read one Edgar Allan Poe work, but I don't remember what it was called. But I had to write a composition for it and use
he
the
fucking
poem's
did.
lyrics. Use the poem's words as lyrics for it. Man,
There was something going on with his niece, I believe, that was also issues with. He married somebody that I believe also had issues. His death was mysterious as well, because no one knows how he died. Or at least I don't think they know who murdered him, one or the other. It's a very mysterious man, the Poe, and the Poe was one of the most revolutionary people to do poetry for the West, honestly. But
I went to his house in Philadelphia once. Oh, he had his house in Philadelphia. Like I live like an hour and a half from there.
people pour wine on his grave.
Ooh,
'Cause that's what he used to drink.
Interesting.
I will tell you though, people in the town really don't like the fame that Poe got. They don't actually really like Poe all too well. So be careful if you do. Don't pester the inhabitants.
I'm not looking to go anytime soon. I'm not driving to Philly by myself. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
More so
yes,
because I'm an anxious driver.
I will. Shall stay sullen and silent.
What the fuck is this dance move, my guy? What?
He's really acting like a Power Ranger.
Go Power Rangers!
Go Nippon!
Bum, bum, bum. That was a pep tune in high school marching band. It was my favorite pep tune ever.
I'm Edgar Allan Poe.
I'm Edgar Allan Poe. Driving in
Get
Philly,
me out
not
of the jail cell.
recommended. To get to my mom's house, I have to drive on the outside of Philly, which isn't bad. But driving into the city, no thank you. My mom's like, why don't you go to Temple? Because I work there. And I'm like, Mom, no. As much as we would get free money, or like, not free money, like you wouldn't have to pay for me to go there? Absolutely not.
I'm not quite sure I understand what he means, but he seems happy.
Yes, he does. I just hope he actually has a good reason to be. Thank you for your cooperation. I am a lawyer, as you said. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. A mouthful, as always.
And I am Naruhodo-san's judicial assistant, Sosato Mikotoba.
I am a visiting student sent here by our government.
Okay, if you're a student, alright.
Notably notoriously named Natsume. Oseki Natsume.
Alright. Ryan! Ryan, my beloved! How are you? For chat to know Ryan is my partner.
They commit many crimes.
Yeah, sure.
Mostly in video games.
Mostly in video games. Mostly in Satisfactory. And recently in Deep Rock Galactic, but not on stream though. We haven't streamed that yet. I wanted him to get me used to the game mechanics before I tried streaming that, so I don't like have a crying panic fit on stream of like, I don't know how it works. Why are there spiders everywhere?
Crying gray noises.
Crying gray noises, yeah. So Seki Natsume-san? What an unusual name.
Oh, Miss Seki, please. I'm a poet, you see, a writer of haiku.
They definitely got Edgar Allan Poe vibes from this.
I met Edgar Allan Poe if I was Eastern. It's something of a nom de plume.
A nom de plume? You mean an alias?
That's right, Naruhodo-san.
No, don't be so prosaic. It's much more refined than that.
Alright, can we just get to the part of the murder, please? I don't want backstory, I just want murder.
I'm sorry if I butcher words I've never heard of before.
I like the lip jiggle. I liked his quivering eyebrow. That was this is good.
RTX on versus RTX off.
And haiku? That really reminds me of home.
Did I hear you say that you are a visiting student sent over here by the government?
Probably to study literature and poetry. That's probably why.
Yes, that's right. A year ago, I was told to go and study English.
See, I was right. I called it. Wow, I'm in student affairs for a reason.
First, I had to suffer through that misery, and now this. It's beyond the pale.
Suffer that misery? Did you not want to study here?
No, I mean, I had an interest in Great Britain for some years, of course.
He is so troubled. Oh.
But just because the government tells you to do something doesn't mean you can do it. No!
Why is this reminiscent to today's society? Hate this. Hate it here.
What do you mean?
They told me to study English literature. That I could have understood. That's my field.
Oh, they made him, like, study English as a whole. As, like, an entire language.
Oh, they wanted him to study English, like, cultural and whatnot, but he wanted just to know the literature. Gotcha.
But no, they told me to study the English language.
Yes, I was right.
Utterly, unbelievably, unjustly, unreasonable.
Yeah, what are these martial arts moves he's pulling out here? Man, these are impressive.
He's going to be teaching Gumshoe these.
I see.
The other day, I was told to send a report about my first year here. I attended a blank piece of paper. Wise words on white washi!
Ah, we love washi tape. This man's is dabbing. Do we not see this? This man's invented the dab.
You
It
must
looks
be a
more like a
man.
Shakespearean sort of like drama pose.
Yeah, really. Actually, yeah.
You must be a man.
Makes me think
with
of
great
Hamilton.
Standing.
Or not Hamilton. Hamlet.
Yeah.
Oh yes, so I'm often told.
And often like to be told, it seems. Alright. Let's actually get into the murder now. Well, not actually murder, because the woman did not die.
The assault.
Yes.
Dance pose.
More like a Latin dance pose. Yeah, I am not knowledgeable in dance. Or in
Clapping little
TikTok
clappers
dances.
while he does
I know
this.
nothing.
Boom, 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 boom.
I just know martial arts poses, because I did that for like 8 years.
I just know JoJo poses.
Could you perhaps tell us exactly why you've been arrested, Soseki-san?
I didn't do it! I didn't commit the atrocious murder!
Oh yeah, look at that lip quiver. Look at the animation of the face. That's impressive.
This kind of explains why the detective was so like apprehensive to us when he first saw us, because he's kind of pissed off that some Japanese people are going to be representing and defending this Japanese guy.
Well, he changed his tune once he figured out we were that we were lawyers. Like
I
before
think he
then,
changed attitude once he talked to Sasato over here. He's like, oh, woman.
Need to go. Great to meet you. Thanks, Joanne. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the follow. I hope to see you in the future.
Hope to see you in the future in the Discord, wherever you want to be.
Yeah. Have a good day, evening, night. While you're local, you're in the area, I think. So
A good life.
Night. Murder?
Oh, no. It's all right. The woman didn't actually die, did she? She was stabbed with a knife right before my eyes.
So he's technically a witness, but they make him. Oh my God! He's making this face. He's making that face with his eyes.
Okay, yeah.
That's so good. Before your eyes? You mean you saw the attacker?
I didn't see anyone.
What?
If I didn't see the person who did it, do you think I'd be locked up in here?
Oh dear, it seems this case is becoming rather complicated.
Why me? Why me? Why did that silly woman have to be stabbed in front of me? It's the curse of London. It's incredibly, inexcusably, irretrievably inconvenient. I was getting paid for all this.
So Saseki-san was there at the scene, but he didn't see the attacker. It's vital that we find out more about the case.
How about we just go to the fucking crime scene? I think we'll figure out about the case if we go to the fucking crime scene, you know? Because that makes sense.
Oh my god, the victim is not who I thought she was.
It was a cursed evening just after the snow had started to clear with heavy with fog. It's been to the bookshop to buy some books, and I was on my way back to the accursed lodgings.
Yeah, literally. Ryan and I, when he came for Thanksgiving, we went to the local mall that has a Barnes & Noble. He literally had to drag me out by the ear because, like, I kept wandering around and, like, piling books onto, like, in my arms. Because, like, I'm trying to get back into reading, so every time I buy new books, I'm like, alright, I should probably, like, read some. I have finished a book since, like, 2 weekends ago, so, like, I'm proud of myself. And then I started Clockwork Orange, which is a very interesting read. More so that it's, like, hard to understand half the time.
The idea is that it's like kind of fucking with the guy's mind.
Well, like, the whole premise from I gathered is that, like, at night, it's supposed to be futuristic society. That's why there's, like, this heavy use of, like, weird slang in there to give it to, like, oh, like, this is how the people talk in the future. Because it was written in, like, 63. So it's, like, future as in, like, what now would be like. But, like, at night, like, the crime lords are, like, top dog, like the police can't do shit. And like there's some like scenes in there interesting. But like I don't know what the actual plot is yet.
I think you're gonna find one of the characters in this is gonna be a fucking adorable.
Oh, and you're not talking about A Clockwork Orange.
No, sorry. I was looking at different characters, and I just saw a profile pic of one, and I was like, "Oh my god, I
kind of hate
him.
all the characters in Clockwork Orange right now." No. Except for the term Eggy Wake is my favorite.
That's the one thing.
It's the one good thing about this book. Eggy Wake. I need that. I need that as a sticker now. Eggy Wake in like Comic Sans.
That does sound like a term that would be used in modern day. Is the only thing.
Eggy Wake. I fucking would. Sure, the bookstop wasn't a curse too. Not my dear Barnes & Noble, no.
As I was walking along that accursed pavement, I could make out the sole silhouette of another ahead of me. A woman wearing a green overcoat she was, and just as I went to overtake her, she suddenly let out a little scream and collapsed onto the cold, hot slabs of the stone on my feet.
Where's the blood? Where's the blood?
There is no blood, there is only fat.
No, that's mean.
Oh,
that's a Sato.
How terrible!
I called out to the woman, but she didn't move. It was like a ghostly, ghoulish grim graveyard.
Slight exaggeration there, perhaps.
I was terrified. I had to get away from there. So I ran as fast as my legs would carry me back to my cursed lodgings.
That's not good.
They'll say it was shameful, I know, to run away like that.
Tell me, Soseki-san, was the victim an acquaintance of yours?
Don't be ridiculous. Don't you think I know of any of these fair-haired English? A young woman at that? I diffident, shy, timid, unsure. I can't talk to people.
I see, a young woman, unknown to Soseki-san. And at the time it happened, who else did you see nearby? Did anyone pass you?
Regrettably, apart from myself and the woman, I didn't see a soul.
No one? Oh, great.
So the victim was unknown to you, and there was nobody else on the street at the time. That creates something of a conundrum, doesn't it?
What conundrum? Oh, why do we have to keep talking to this guy? I just want to go look at the fucking crime scene.
You're just like, I really want to see Shums.
What do you mean, Sasato-san? What's the conundrum?
Well, if what Soseki-san has just told us is true, there's something that I can't explain. He says that he didn't know the victim and that there was no one else at the scene. Then he apparently fled without having been seen.
I did!
So how would the police have known that it was him? That's the conundrum. But if that's the case, surely this man has to be the culprit.
You! What did you just say?
He didn't say anything! Why can everyone read my mind? Nothing! I didn't say anything! Oops, perhaps I thought a little loudly.
Actually, that's not what was troubling me. What I was thinking was, how did Soseki-san actually come to be arrested?
Sorry?
He didn't touch the victim, and there was nobody at the scene to see him. So how did the police ever discover that he was there in the first place? Oh yes, she's right.
It was him. That accursed great detective. He led the police to me.
Oh, Sholmes.
Of the bad luck.
A cursed great detective? Could it be? Herlock Sholmes himself?
I appear.
Oh god, that was deep in my ears. I was like, oh my god. Hi?
Sorry.
It's okay.
I shall never forget that man's name as long as I live.
I was just not prepared for it. That's what happened.
With his haughty laugh and his self-proclaimed greatness, Thrash began the busybody begun. May it be cursed until the end of your day at Herlock Sholmes.
I knew it. I miss my boy.
His new husband.
Mr. Sholmes!
Oh god. Why? I just want to go to the crime scene. I want to see baby boy. Well, I didn't expect to hear that name from this man's lips, that's for sure.
It was the morning after that nightmare had unfolded on the pavement before me. I was gnawing on a silver of hard cheese when some men suddenly burst in through the door.
literally me in my fridge as a fucking rat and gnawing on a sliver of raw hard cheese. Crime scene, more like crying scene. Hey. Love that. That's good. That's good, oh hi guy.
It started shouting at me. This is the police. Put the weapon down.
What weapon? It was it was cheese.
The weapon was him being Japanese.
Yes, it was a thin sliver, and yes, it was hard, but it wasn't eating a weapon. Disgusting dietary discrimination, devils!
That's one way to put it. You clearly had a trying morning yesterday.
And there he was, in the middle of all the policemen, grinning like a Cheshire cat. That's Herlock Sholmes!
It's actually just Herlock Sholmes. He's English. Oh, air, as in like hair. German.
I've since found out that he's a famous name in detection here in London.
Detection.
Yes, the great detective is really very well known.
And his overly sharp mind managed to deduce my whereabouts, apparently.
I mean, your address is probably public record.
He thinks I'm the knife-wielding madman. Me, this weak-sloped kitten of a man.
I wonder what great deduction process led him to this conclusion this time.
Do you mean to say that Mr. Sholmes' deduction was the only reason the police arrested you? That would be really most unreasonable.
Well, the thing is, I was thrown into a panic when they barged in.
Of course you were. That's only natural.
I was terrified and trembling, and they kept throwing question after question at me. It's impossibly English. Fiendish foreign flammery.
I can see why Oh Hi Guy and Just Joan joined as soon as I had to do voice acting for this guy. Fucking hell.
I'm sad that I don't get to like do my voices.
That's fine.
I was very
We'll
proud
get
of my juror number 2 voice with the maid.
I
We'll be
will
getting
not
to it.
rest until the rubbish has been cleaned.
We'll get new jurors. It'll be
Oh
fine.
man, I want the same ones. I had fun with them. My name is First. Lady First.
Lady first.
Lady First.
I
Oh.
make hats, and they look like shit.
Well, we are in England. You can't really blame them for questioning you in English.
Good point, but my mind went blank. I knew I had to answer, but I didn't know what to say.
Oh my god, this is why we have Miranda rights. Oh great. Wait, this is
England.
before the Miranda rights. I watch way too many true crime things on YouTube.
So I just kept repeating things like, yes, I do, and I'm fine.
Also, my law professor for my one social and legal issues course literally told us, like, on the last day, like, if you ever get arrested, use your Miranda rights. Don't let them question you, no matter if you're innocent or guilty. It's the one thing I've learned.
Because even if you aren't guilty, then they might try to make you guilty.
Exactly.
Next thing I knew, I was in Manacles, and before I knew it, I was thrown in here.
Oh dear, I'm afraid that's hardly surprising.
He's not fine. He's most definitely
I'm
not
fine. He's not fine now. I'm not fine. I'm most definitely not fine. You have to act like you're fine when you're really not.
You just have to act like you're fine, and you're not.
Mr. Naruto, Esquire.
Esquire magazine? What? Oh, you can just call me Naruhodo. And when we're speaking English, a simple Mr. is more than enough.
Oh, yes, alright, yes, they've already got to me. This country's poisoning my mind.
This man needs to, like, leave England. Can we just say, like, okay, he's guilty, just let him go home now. Just let him go home. Let him go home to Japan.
I'll say I bet the government would just abandon him by saying, "Yeah, we're not gonna request him back for our own like jurisdiction."
But please, I beg you to defend me in court tomorrow. You can tell them what really happened. You'll do it, won't you?
Well,
Why? Why? Why is it so hard to say yes to me?
because Naruhodo just doesn't know how to, like, commit to anything. Well, the thing is, I'm just a student like yourself, on a study tour.
A student?
Wait, do we have him in our court record now? Let me see.
Maybe.
Yes, we do.
Yep.
He's
He's
33.
33. I guess anyone could be a student of any age.
Yeah, it's true. It's predicted that the demographic of college students is going to start shifting to older students.
Because they can now pay for it, unlike younger people.
Well, and also, yeah, mainly. And also, like, the whole, rush of, I think it was, like, the 90s and early thousands and maybe, like, the 10s, where it's like, oh, you need to go to college in order to be successful, but, like, there's other professions you can go into that don't require a college degree, like, maybe, like, a technical cert, but, like, not a full college degree, or even, like, just an associate's.
I would like to be able to teach history, please.
You would need a full college degree for that. I'm sorry.
I know this. I want to cry.
I know. I know.
Anyways.
I defended a case in the Old Bailey, only the one, though. But at this moment in time, I really don't know what I'm supposed to believe in. I thought he was going to say, I really don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm like, same.
I really don't know what I'm believing in. That sounds like a you problem.
I'm confused about what justice in this country even means. Oh, Naruhodo-san. I'm not even the foreign student who is supposed to be here. I'm a sort of locum lawyer, I suppose.
But an armband, the mark of the defense lawyer from my great empire.
It's a keepsake from the man who should have been here. He was my best friend. And my husband.
And he's dead.
And he's dead.
Keepsake? I know exactly what they're saying about me.
Oh, what do you mean?
The lawyers, all the British defense lawyers, they won't defend me.
Goodness, why do you say that?
I don't want sobby backstory. I would like to get to the crime scene, please.
For the same reason as you noted before when it happened. There was only the victim and myself around, and I ran away from the scene of the crime. I'm not a fool. I know it looks as though I must be the culprit.
Must be very hard for you, Saseki-san.
And anyway, I'm a student from overseas. I'm just a foreign nobody to them. Someone not to be trusted. I've heard them openly laughing at me before in my earshot without any compunction at all. Any trial for this man would be a waste of time, they said, and of course the foreigner did it. They even had the gall to say the man doesn't understand half of what's being said anyway.
That's awful.
They're wrong. I've studied more English than half the policemen out there on the streets.
I don't need emotional connections. I just want the murder. Please.
Travel halfway around the world to learn about these people's country and its great history. But no one here wants to listen to a man with a strange accent. They all hate me.
They're all racist.
So at the very least, I'd like to entrust my fate to someone who can listen to me in my native tongue. You could do it, couldn't you?
Naruhodo, if you don't say yes immediately, I'm going to put my hands through the screen and fucking shake you.
When I look into your eyes, I can see it. I can see what you've been through.
Saseki-san, it's just that... Naruhodo, just fucking do it. Give me a little time, please.
Hmm?
I'll do what I can, for the time being.
What do you mean?
We shall investigate the case as thoroughly as possible. If we can find some clues, it will give us a much better chance, I'm sure.
Oh, yes, thank you. I'll be here, all alone, waiting for you. Welcome, student Mr. Naruto Esquire.
We should be going then, Naruhodo-san. We have a case to prepare for.
Thank you. Finally. God. Let me go to fucking Briar Road. Ooh. This is a nice landscape.
I can see the Capitol building.
Look, a little snowman.
Snowman go brr.
So this is where it happened, Briar Road.
Ah, look, Mr. Naruhodo.
Is it?
Look at all those chickens.
Look at all those coppers.
Look at the regulation metal helmet. It's unmistakable. The men of Scotland Yard are here. They're investigating as we speak.
That is their job, you know?
Well, Mr. Naruhodo, to see one with my own eyes. They're often depicted in the adventures of Herlock Sholmes, but I never dreamt I'd come this close. To a real Bobby's helmet.
What? The helmet? She's a fucking fangirl, I love it.
Hehe, of course. I have to try on one day.
He writes fan fictions of Herlock Sholmes in her spare time.
She fucking really, she does. It's canon now. I'm making it canon.
You're like, I will make it canon.
I will make this
just reach
canon.
into the Ace Attorney fandom and squeeze it.
It's Chip's guy.
What's the Japanese delegation doing here?
Oh, Inspector Gregson.
This ain't one of the tourist trails, for I'm fairly sure you're well aware.
Yes, of course. We're here to investigate.
So you've been holding cells, eh? What do you make of the criminal?
He's not a criminal, as you put it, Inspector. He's a suspect.
We'll see about that. You Japanese like to stick together, I suppose. Well, do what you will. Doesn't bother me. Bloke's in court tomorrow, whatever happens, and the verdict's a foregone conclusion.
The stone cold air of rejection.
Take heart. London at this time of year is full of stone cold air.
That makes it worse somehow.
I'm also here. Good day.
Alright, have we already spoken to him about all this, I assume?
No. We actually
Okay.
have to talk to him about things.
So all three of these?
Eventually it will be, 5, but yeah.
Tell me about Scotland Yard, Inspector. Ever since I read about it in the Adventures of Herlock Sholmes, I've been fascinated by the place.
The Yard is the most sophisticated policing organization you'll find anywhere in the world, ma'am.
Oh, and you know I've always dreamt of wearing a real Bobby's helmet.
Does make them look the part, seeing that policeman there with his helmet on. You certainly get the sense that this is the man who will take no nonsense as his duty protecting the city.
Oh yes, doesn't he look wonderful?
Being a London Bobby is hard going, I can tell you.
Oh really?
First thing in the morning, you know what he does?
Gets out of
Goes around and rouse all the labourers on his beat so they can get off to work.
What? He wakes people up? He's a professional. They're professional alarm clocks.
Kind of. You know what the thing is that it's a really interesting story with how Scotland Yard became a thing, because he is technically right. They are one of the first professional police forces that came around. And before then, it was highly corrupt. And it took a blind man to actually bring it to where they could be, like, people of the justice and truth. And it was not easy. Yep,
Gotcha.
raps on their windows with a long pole. Did it myself going back a bit.
I had no idea.
The Bobby works for the people of the town. It's just another one of his duties. After that, he starts tirelessly patrolling the streets all day long. He has to cover 20 miles a day, and that's the regulation distance.
Can't really imagine how far that is, but it sounds like a long way.
Let me see. 20 miles. That's approximately the distance from Tokyo to Yokohama.
On foot? That's definitely taking things a step too far.
And when it gets dark, of course, he has the important job of lighting all the gas street lamps.
Oh my.
And I suppose in between all those duties, Bobbies are expected to investigate cases as well.
And chase after criminals trying to evade the law.
I'm not sure you could call it in between exactly, or alongside, but yes. They're expected to handle those jobs as well. We do with the men keeling over from time to time, I admit.
I'd always dreamt of wearing one of those helmets, as I said. But it's with a heavy heart that I shall have to relinquish that dream to you, Mr. Naruhodo.
As if they would let a woman on it, unfortunately.
Your heavy heart will be my heavy head if you do.
It happened around 5 in the evening, 2 days ago, just there on the open bit of pavement. Victim, a young woman, was stabbed with a blade from behind.
Is it right that the lady's still unconscious now? You mentioned that she's being treated in the hospital.
I never said she was a lady. Truth is, unless she comes around spottish, we won't be able to find out much about her at all.
Suppose that means that they haven't been able to take a statement from her, of course.
There's a map of the local area I happen to have on me. You can take it if you want.
Really? Are you sure? Don't decline it.
It's your policy to give lawyers defending their suspects the odd bit of information to go on.
I haven't actually accepted the job yet, but still.
Thank you, Inspector. We gratefully accept.
Susato's the only fucking smart one here. Out of the two of them, she's the fucking brains.
Anyway.
Let's look at this map here. Okay. Pretty straightforward.
Seems pretty straightforward, yeah.
As far as we know, there was no one else on the street, on the scene other than the victim and your fellow countrymen. So who did it, do you think? Not much of a head scratcher, is it?
Well, I know Mr. Natsume is also claiming to not have seen anyone else around,
But just because he didn't see anyone, it doesn't mean we can be sure that no one else was present.
Oh, I'm sorry to tell you, but we most certainly can be sure.
How?
Us, man. The precious moment of the stabbing didn't go unnoticed.
No, there was another person there.
it
That's what
wasn't.
you're saying.
Yeah.
We got 2 very reliable witnesses, no less.
So you had people there.
Yeah.
It was a typical foggy London day, and your client obviously didn't see him.
There were witnesses now? Oh god, witnesses. Who are these witnesses, Inspector?
A fellow and his wife, and the man's one of the most reliable, respected citizens in all of London.
Oh god.
And he is the most adorable person I have seen in my entire fucking life.
He's a couple from Scotland Yard.
A policeman? That might change things.
This policeman just happened to be there at the exact moment the woman was attacked.
Nothing peculiar about that, man. Part and parcel of being a hot bobby, catching and banging the act and all that.
Do you think it might be possible for us to ask that policeman a few questions?
Be my guest, you could ask him what you like. In court tomorrow.
Oh.
I've no doubt he'll be summoned as a witness. So that he'll give you something to look forward to.
Mary! Thank you for the subscription. Thank you. you. Love you.
Subscription go burr.
How is Halo Infinite? Infinite.
I was told you had to play for the campaign, and I was told it was supposed to be good.
Sorry, I was finishing Halo. Oh shit, finished it. I thought you were gonna try to not finish it super quickly. So good. Yeah, you'll have to play more. You'll have to finish Halo 5 for me because I haven't bought Infinite yet. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. I know you told me a little bit about it. But it took me like 2 days. That's fast. In my eyes, that's fast to do a game. But I'm glad you enjoyed it, though. I'm glad you're here. Literally playing for like 12 hours a day. That's a lot. That's that, then. He's got no intention of letting us meet the man beforehand, it seems. Well, technically 3 days.
Policeman witnessed the incident.
Yeah, this seems sus. This seems very sus. How coincidental that their best, most reputable policeman just so happened to witness a stabbing.
This man has not committed a crime, and I refuse to accept anyone that says that he does.
I refuse to allow this admissible in court. I can't wait for you to play it. Oh, I'm debating waiting until to play it on stream with you when it comes out for co-op, which I know is going to be like another 3 months, which I'm fine with. Or if I should just try it by myself first. I'm not sure. I like playing with you, Mary. I really do. So I might wait.
I was gonna say, might as well wait, because she already played it once, so you also will have help.
True. Yeah, and we already witnessed what happened when I played Halo CE. We already seen it. Raged after an hour, stopped streaming. It's a great experience either way. Okay. I'm excited. I'm excited because it's open world, so it's gonna be very cool. And also it gives you time to stream the rest of Halo 5 for me. Which I'll be very excited for. My friend wanted to play it with me, but it was a little bummed it wasn't co-op. Yeah, I know people were bummed that co-op is going to come out later, but I'm still waiting for it. Yeah, and it'll also give me time to get the money to buy Infinite. Yeah, some of the parts are a bit difficult even on normal. Yeah, I'm going to wait until co-op now. I'm going to wait. Huh?
Stretching.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
As your judicial assistant, I must warn you that this could make our job very difficult indeed.
Yes, as a non-judicial assistant, I could have warned me of that too. He has no filter. He's just like throwing shade left and right. Like, all right, excuse me, I'll go get some food. Can you bring some food back, please? I'm very hungry. Considering I ate dinner at like 3:45 in the afternoon. Oh yeah, so one more thing, Inspector.
What?
Okie dokie, thank you, Mary, I love you. The person who led you to the suspect, I hear that that was Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
What are you bringing here for?
Because I want to see my other husband. Was it something I said? The color has drained from his cheeks. From his cheekies.
Who did you hear that name from?
Oh, well, it was Mr. Natsume who mentioned it. He said that Mr. Sholmes was with the police when they entered his lodgings.
I'm sure it was the result of one of Mr. Sholmes' inspirational great deductions.
We debunked how great these deductions are. They're not that great. They're pretty inaccurate sometimes.
Tofasu!
Ah!
That man's an amateur, and I'm getting sick and tired of him showing his mug everywhere.
Oh.
I don't know where he gets his information from, but he turns up at the scene of the crime, wanders around spouting incomprehensible rubbish, and before you know it, he claims to have solved the case.
Yes, he's quite astounding, isn't he? That's a word to use.
He is a great help to Scott and Lard, though, isn't he?
Exactly. Ever seen this before?
Oh, yes, that's Rant's magazine.
The wonderful publication in which the adventures of Herlock Sholmes appears.
Yes, well, wonderful publication, as you put it, sees fit to include several of the Yard's detectives in its stories. And the so-called great detective makes a mockery of all of us. If you ask anyone at the Yard, it's a misadventure to be included in any Herlock Sholmes tales at all.
Well, I suppose there is an element of that.
We work our socks off, every one of us, only to be frumped by the public, thanks to the obnoxious detective. The man's as dangerous to us as Scotland Yard is to all our criminals.
That can't really be true, can it, Inspector?
Clearly the great detective and the police have a complex relationship. Alright, finally we can stop talking.
That twitchy Japanese bloke goes on trial tomorrow. Are you going to defend him or not?
Well,
Makes no difference to me, but I'll just say this. No London lawyer with his sword will touch a case with a barge pole.
because the prosecution is being handled by the Reaper of the Bailey, you mean?
There's no way to save the man now. It's a waste of time trying. It's all a bit strange, though.
Sorry?
The Reaper, he hasn't appeared in court for once for a good few years now.
Yes, we did hear something to that effect.
The only people he usually bothers with are the real scum, the master criminals, the violent ones.
Master criminals? The violent ones?
That's right, he handpicks his victims, only deals with those guaranteed to go to the gallows for their sins.
But Mr. Natsume wouldn't hang for what he's accused of, surely.
That's just my point, sunshine. Yes, the young woman was stabbed, but didn't kill her. Couldn't even say the intent was there. So this isn't the sort of case I'd be expecting the Reaper to want to sink his teeth into, for want of a better phrase.
Well, it's not exactly a minor infraction, is it?
No, there's got to be more to it. Some reason he's taken an interest.
Really?
He wants to dom us.
What sort of reason, Inspector?
He's prepared his heels.
You think I can tell what's going on inside the head of the Lord of Darkness? I'm not a fucking vampire. You have to ask him yourself at tomorrow's trial.
Are you really going to have to face the Reaper again, the Lord of Darkness, as he put it?
Really should come onto these streams one time, like really while drinking like alcohol and see what happens.
I don't know if I'd be comfy with that.
That's fair.
Well, I don't think we're going to get any more useful information out of the detective, considering we exhausted all 5 methods of talking.
Fucking
I'm awake
hobbies
and
are
I
gone.
don't want to be. That is very fair. Hi, Soupy. How are you?
I was gonna say, why don't you go sleep though?
I think Soupy has work. Also, I can't remember what mood I was on last time with Grant. I don't remember either. It's been a bit since Grant's been here because of Grant's work and then the thing called Turkey.
Do you have to maintain a singular attitude with me?
I don't know. Yeah. I know Soupy is slightly mad at Yolfador for not paying the Soupy tax.
What's the soupy tax?
Saying hi to Soupy.
Oh, hi soupy.
Please murder me. No, I do not want to murder the Soupy. Although I am hungry, though. I might grab a snacky snack. Thank you, Grant. And yes, Grant, correct. I do. I will not commit moida. The only moida I want is in the game. Okay, I'm in good mood with Grant.
Well, that's good.
Mary will come say hi when she is back acquiring the food. If she doesn't, then she will have to pay the soupy tax.
She's gonna have to bring food for the whole class.
Yes, she does have to bring food for the whole class. Yolf! Oi!
I don't think Yelf is here right now.
Yolf is here, but I don't know if he's here.
He's okay. I think he's in here. I don't think he's
like it says that he is a user in chat. However,
let's say he's a moderator on my thing.
Wait, I will summon him, and that is the link for the giveaway if people would like to participate. Get the fuck in here, boy. Listen, I do not control Yolfador. That is outside my jurisdiction. Yes, Soupy, I'm giving away Amnesia Rebirth because I got it for a Humble Choice monthly subscription I get through Humble Bundle, and I'm not gonna play it. I've already seen someone else play it, so I'm doing a giveaway on my Instagram. So you have to like the post, and you also have to follow my account in order to be eligible for it. And then I will pick someone on Monday to get the Steam key for it. Because I'm not gonna play it, so why not give it to someone else who would enjoy it more than I will? Because I wouldn't. I do have a couple of other games I need to give away too. Like House Flipper is one. Because I already own the game, so I don't have a reason to have another key for it. So yeah, I'll do that one probably in like January or something after the holidays.
Someone is firing fireworks.
In the middle of December? Why?
Yep. I don't know.
You should go be a Herlock Sholmes and investigate.
Nah, I'm comfortable here in my room in my house.
Nah, I'm comfy here, thank you.
Yeah. I do want to do a little bit of laundry, but I'll just hand dry it.
My laundry basket peering through my desk over here is looking kind of full. Kind of need to do it. Oh, thank you for following me on and make sure to like the giveaway post. That'll also make sure you're entered. Because like, I don't know
who dies next.
Yeah, Soupy who dies next. Done. Fantastic. Yeah, and make sure just make sure to like the giveaway post. That means that tells me that you are interested in receiving it. Yolf. No, don't kill my mods.
I was talking about in game, but alright.
He has been sentenced to death. No. Soupy tax avoidance.
What is Soupy Tax IRS like?
Yeah, what's the IRS of Soupy tax? Punishable by deaths.
Dish.
Deaths. Mr. Naruhodo, can I make a suggestion? Oh, yes, what is it?
Well, it seems to me that we must speak with him about this.
By him, do you mean Mr. Sholmes? And on cue, Mr. Sholmes is going to be hanging from that tree in the background. At least we filed the tax for you. Ah, yes, we do like that. All you gotta do is pay the soupy tax, and any extra will be returned in a timely manner. We love that. We'd love to see that.
Yes, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, exactly.
Look at those shining eyes. You can't wait, can you? Well, Mr. Natsumi did blame Mr. Sholmes for all this, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He really did. Which makes him an involved party in the case. Are you just going to ignore that? I hope not. I assure you, it's simply not my selfish desire to meet with Mr. Sholmes again.
The trouble is, we have no idea of the man's address even. It's Baker Street! How do you know this, Susato?
It's in his books where he is.
Oh, okay.
They write the exact address of I think it's 27th Street, Baker Street.
How do you know that?
Because
it's in the stories, of course. No, I was reading the character.
Oh, my bad.
It's in his stories, of course. 221B Baker Street, the most famous address in the world.
Oh, I see. I think Santa Claus's address is the most famous address in the world. But okay.
It depends on which Claus we're talking about. Are we talking about the Dutch version?
No. Santa Claus at the North Pole.
Remind me to tell you about the Pitch Boys story from Germany. It's pretty unintentionally.
You donated
bad.
$1. I can't. As promised, Soupy tax return. It doesn't even show up on my thing. What? Oh, wait, no, it didn't even show up on my thing. I'm so sad. I had to read that with like the tiniest print ever. Do I have to like make that like lower or something?
Maybe.
Where are my
Soupy
pens at?
Soupy give tax return $1.
$1. Thank you, Soupy. I'm gonna write this on my whiteboard now that no one's gonna be able to see because of my light. Donation. Chat. Message. Ryan is helping me make a new stream layout, which I'm very excited for. It's slowly but surely coming together. Probably won't be Soupy tax system better than your taxes. They are better than my taxes. Thank you. We better try to find our way there before Sato-san gets any more excited and unpredictable. Hurrah! I'll summon a carriage! So we're gonna have to reunion already with the great detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Alright. A new location has been added. Thank you, I can see that. Jokes aside, I want to send a card, but wasn't sure how to ask, so $1. Thank you. Alright. Hold on a second. How
Guess what?
much else do we have to do before I assume a trial?
We have. Let me go look at who. We have 2 investigation parts. We're almost done with the first part.
Okay, so we'll probably end after we do finish the first one. Contacts with sending out
we're gonna
Christmas
see
cards to
Sholmes.
state friends. Oh, very cute. I don't do Christmas cards. Used to when I still lived with my parents, but I do not do that now because I'm.
I will tell you that
college
Sholmes is
student.
in the second part.
So we're going to his suite, but we're not seeing him yet. Is
Nope.
what you're saying?
Yep.
Ooh, animation time.
Enemy.
Thank you very much.
It's just up there overlooking the street. Good day.
Thanks again.
I like how he carries a weapon and no one bats a fucking eye.
This is it. The residence of Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
That's a very fancy door.
Yep.
He's got little birdhouses. How cute. They could have made it 221A just to mess with people. They really could have. I wasn't sure how to ask. Oh, it's okay, Soupy. I mean, if you want one, I could still write one up. I mean, if you're comfortable sending me one, then sure. I'm fine.
I have
with
sent
that.
stuff to Gray before for friend Christmas stuff.
For Christmas, yes. I mean, I just don't know how expensive it is overseas to send things, because Soupy lives in Europa. Soupy Christmas card. Then I will put it somewhere. I don't know where.
Put it near the billboard in the back. Just like tack it on.
No, I would probably put it with the rest of my like
And the cards.
my keepsake stuff, which is like stuff I'm gonna put in a scrapbook eventually.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll cover postage. Don't worry. I mean, like, if you want to send me one, I'm okay with it. Just like, yep. I can't English. It's fine. Shh! Stop being hungry. So this is where the great detective makes his living. It feels surreal to be here somehow. Who the fuck is this man? Hey, look, he's got a violin.
Back is Sato.
Is it as described in the stories, Mr. Sato? It's not that expensive. Listen, I don't know. Sasato-san? She's in heaven.
Many, many famous cases have been solved here in this very room.
The link isn't working. Here, have the Instagram link.
Do a cry noise. Link isn't working, let's cry.
Excuse me. Oh, I suppose there
You want me to voice Ryan, by the way, because we're going to meet
Yeah.
another woman character soon.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I suppose they must have been, yes? I've never read the story, so it's hard to get quiet. As excited about it as she seems to be.
I keep hippicking. Ah.
The detective chases the villains relentlessly as he disappears into the fog down an unlit London street.
So when I get back home and when you're awake, are you happy to discuss postage address? Yeah, sure. I'm cool with it.
Oh, the thrill of it, the romanticism. Can't you feel your heart thumping in your chest? Can't you, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh, I suppose I... Oh,
Yeah, that's fine.
sorry.
Do you want to do it?
No. Go ahead.
Oh, I suppose I can, yes.
So, if you don't mind, I'll just stand here and soak up the atmosphere for a while longer. Please, don't mind me.
Ah, she's obsessed.
She's gathering in all the details so she can write the most accurate fanfiction ever.
I was thinking something else, but yes, fanfiction. Well, it looks like our detective friend isn't home at
So we
present.
just went into his place? Isn't this breaking and entering?
I mean, thinking of the stories, I don't think he would actually keep his door locked, so this makes kind of some sense. Also, his the person that owns the house that he pays money for hates him, so might just do it out of spite, to be honest.
I will say thank you for the trust, but you getting Grimace Garden will be amazing. Ah, yes, and I will show it off on stream one of these days.
You'll read out the nice poetry. I believe this will be the young lady.
Oh, do we have a visitor?
Oh! I think I gave her the Monami voice.
You did give her the money.
Oh,
voice.
yes! Any reason to use the Monami voice.
Hello. Is this a big new case for Mr. Sholmes?
Hello?
Tiny child.
Wait. Aren't you?
Oh, how rude of me. I'll go make some tea at once.
Yes, soupy emotes. Love you, hun. Love you too.
Sure, it's the same girl.
It is Murinosuke. You're just being a dumb boy.
Miss Sato, did you see the girl who was just there?
Oh, yes. Isn't it truly extraordinary? To think that the King of Bohemia came to this very room to ask Mr. Sholmes to take on his case.
King of Bulgaria?
Bulgaria, I love it. Ankara, though, now, so God torture Father Dearest with my music. That is very fair.
King Wilhelm Gostreich Sigismund von Olmstein, of course.
That is a
Ormstein.
mouthful.
Sorry, I'm drawing a blank. Forget the adventures of Herlock Sholmes for a moment and look over there.
The tea is brewed, and I have a freshly baked cake as well.
Ah, it's you!
I knew it. Sasato-san recognizes her too.
Hold up, you ain't telling me that Sholmes rents his flat from this chick.
Why does he make her an old witch? In the stories, that's what she is.
no idea
maybe?
who this is.
Actually, I think this might be somebody else.
See you, Grant.
There
Keep
you
up
are.
the soupy tax, and you will see bountiful returns.
I mean, I'm happy to be here talking to you. I'm happy to be here talking to Greg.
Soupy.
Oh, nice.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Soupy. I hope you enjoyed.
Oh, this is a flashback.
Never mind. Fuck it. Wait, then who's the little girl then? Is that Sholmes' like relative?
Maybe because they have the same outfit, and she does the same pose as him too. I don't know how old she is. No, we don't have an our court record yet.
Talking about the girl on the left, if she was related to Sholmes, not the pink hair.
Oh.
The one with that took the gun.
Gotcha.
It's the girl who turned up at the end of Mr. McGilda's trial in the defendant's antechamber.
I've never met a lawyer from the Far East before. Who are you having to get straight to work when you've only just arrived in London?
Oh, yes, it was challenging.
Well, try this tea. It's my special blend, you know.
Oh, thank you. Is tea supposed to look that color?
Oh my, what a fragrant yet mellow flavor.
Hooray, it's a winner. I tried blending different leaves designed to alleviate fatigue, you see. You must be exhausted after your long voyage here, and you have another ticklish trial tomorrow. Oh, and you're to defend a Japanese man. I do wish you lots of luck.
How the fuck does she know this? Is she Aiden fucking Pierce in disguise?
Probably because Herlock Sholmes told her.
Oh, probably.
Did Mr. Sholmes tell you about us by any chance?
Oh,
You know Hurley? Who?
Hurley the Sherlock Holmes.
Is this Lost? Hugo? With the fucking numbers on the lottery?
Oh my god, I didn't think I'd meet anybody else that knew about Lost. That's
Oh
a fucking
yes, I
callback.
watched that when I was
Ew.
starting college.
You like the guy.
You're like the guy.
Hurley? Mr. Sholmes? To you? Shirley?
Mr. Sholmes is a fellow passenger on the boat that brought us to Great Britain, you see.
was he really? Well, I had no idea. I'm afraid Hurley's out on an errand again today, even though he's just returned from overseas.
Wait a minute.
Wait a fucking minute.
We met this girl for the first time ever yesterday after the trial, and only briefly at that. How on earth does she know so much about us?
She's fucking Aiden Pierce, I'm telling you.
I don't know anymore. Did she deduce all those things, do you think?
And perhaps more to the point, why is she here in Mr. Sholmes' suite?
Oh, silly me. I haven't introduced myself, have I? It's a great pleasure to meet you both. My name's Iris Wilson.
Oh my god.
I live here
This is
together with
Wilson.
Shirley.
This is Wilson. This is the Watson, I guess. Iris, is it? What a lovely name.
What?
What's the matter?
No, wait. This can't be. Did you say that your name is Wilson?
What's the matter with the Sato-san? Why is she so flustered all of a sudden?
She's meeting her fandom dreams right now.
Yes, that's right. And what are your names?
Oh, I'm Rinosuke Naruhodo, a lawyer from Japan. I really hope the fanfictions of this aren't what I think they are.
Oh, sorry. I'm Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant, Susato Mikotoba. It's wonderful to meet you.
Lovely. Susie and Bruno.
Got it. I'm keeping these nicknames. Thank you, Iris.
Susie?
And Runo? There's more to this girl than meets the eye. I have so many questions for her. I don't know where to
We're
start.
gonna have like 6 questions to answer to talk to her about or some shit. Yes, and so do I. God, I don't know how long my voice can keep up.
This is the last conversation that we need to have. Actually, we have to. Could we examine the violin for 1 second?
Yeah.
It should be on the left, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, there we go.
Violin examination.
I've seen pictures of the Western instrumental like this. It's called a violin, isn't it?
Of course it is. Mr. Sholmes is renowned for his violin playing.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. It's often explained in the stories. It's inspirational, Mr. Naruhodo. Inspirational. I immediately started playing the koto, which was the closest Japanese stringed instrument I could find.
She's an obsessed fangirl. Oh my
Fucking
god.
is. What a shame you couldn't bring it with you to London.
Did she?
Oh, yes. Well, Papa was beaming when I asked him if he would buy me one. After a while, he asked if I would only practice when he was out of the house. So now it's merely an ornament in my room.
Oh, she must have been bad. That must have been an awkward conversation.
Hey, I got an achievement. Second-rate
Yeah.
strings.
Now we have to examine the blackboard. Oh. Oh my god, it's so cutesy.
Ah, that's my blackboard when I note down ideas.
Oh, that's interesting. Let's see. Black Peter. What does that mean? Oh god.
Don't you want to hear what Iris has to say, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yeah, let's not talk about Black Peter.
Was that the blackboard I had to talk to? To go to?
Yep, we had to examine that, and then we have to talk to Iris.
Okay.
We have to do the Iris and Wilson bit. It was you that we ran into yesterday, wasn't it? At the Old Bailey?
Yes, that's right. You were ever so helpful. Thank you so much.
Oh, no, not at all. I'm so sorry we couldn't have been more welcoming.
Though at the time, we did have a rather large gun pointed at us.
True, so true, so true.
Oh, fuck!
Like this?
Oh.
Ah, thinking back now, you left with Miss Lestrade in tow, didn't you?
Oh yes, that awkward witness, Gina Lestrade.
Oh, Jenny? Yes, she's a professional pickpocket.
So we found out.
It was very naughty of her to pinch my invention like that.
Are you referring to the trial-disrupting gun-like contraption?
Exactly, so I followed her, you see, to get it back. Perhaps I should think about fitting a self-destruct mechanism in my inventions.
You're almost dangerous.
Anyway, I brought Jenny back here after that, so she could apologize to my trusty technician.
Sorry, your trusty technician?
Hurley, of course, silly.
Hurley?
Yes, Herlock. Herlock Sholmes. We live here together.
I'm sure there are no questions raised. I had no idea the great detective had such an interesting young daughter.
I'm calling it their brother and sister.
Daughter? Not likely.
What?
I wouldn't call him Hurley if he was my father, would I?
Well then, what is your relationship with Mr. Sholmes?
Well, I expect you found out that lodgings of any kind in London are very expensive. So the solution is to share the cost with a partner, a roommate.
As in modern life as well.
Your roommates, which
Oh my god,
still
they were
questions must be
roommates.
raised because she's like 10.
Wait, let me see how old she is. I don't mind you asking her, how old are you?
10 at last year.
Fucking called it!
She's fucking 10. How old is Holmes? Wait, how old is Holmes? I need to know.
He's like 20. He's like the same age as Naruto.
Then why are they
isn't he?
living together? Where are your parents?
What happened to your parents?
I love how the game is like, oh, we know what question you're gonna ask us, so here it is.
Damn it! It gave me Sherlock Holmes ages. He's apparently 34.
Oh god.
That's the documentation for it anyways.
Read.
Well, what of your mother and father?
Oh no, they're not around.
That's ominous as fuck.
Oh, I see. I wonder what the story is there. Oh god, murder.
Murder.
Oh yes, there's something I must ask you.
Of course. Go ahead, Susie.
I'm a very great fan of the adventures of Herlock Sholmes, and
Oh, you have a copy of Rance magazine.
Excuse me.
You're excused this time.
Sorry, my voice is starting to go. And my
It's
nose
alright.
is very much clogged at the moment.
Once we get
Yes.
her postcard, then that'll basically be the end of it.
Thank God.
yes, I read every issue. It's delivered all the way to Japan on a ship.
Oh, it's so exciting. My stories are being read on the other side of the world.
My stories?
Oh my God, does she write them?
Wait, Herlock Sholmes isn't the actual writer?
That's right. Hurley is always solving such amazing cases, you see, and he tells me all about them. They really are quite fascinating. It would be such a shame if I was the only one who ever heard them, don't you think?
This makes so much
Goodness.
sense now.
Last night, he was telling me all about a new case he just solved on a steamship traveling from a faraway land. So I was just in the middle of typing up the manuscript for the next issue before you came.
So you are the author.
Yes, I'll let you in on a little secret if you like. I'm gonna call the latest adventure the Speckled Band.
Speckled Band. That's certainly a very familiar.
Of course, I always change one or two details in the stories, here and there. This time, I had the idea of making a venomous snake be the cause of all the trouble.
Oh, that was Mr. Sholmes' first thought as well, actually.
Yes, and of course I know that snake might not be a credible fit for the facts of the case exactly, but it's a story. Some poetic license is justified to make it more thrilling, I think. Don't you?
So, do you mean to say, are the stories about Mr. Sholmes are published in Rance magazine?
All written by me? Yes. On my wonderful and very modern
Typewriter.
But all the stories I've ever read are written by a doctor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson.
It's a fake name. So Dato-san's getting... Oh, sorry.
Sasato-san's getting more and more worked up. Yeah, she's realizing facts about her. Yeah.
Ah, yes, that's me. I mean, my name is really is Wilson.
But,
Never meet your idols, kids. This is what happens.
but what about the doctor of medicine part?
That's all true too. I am a doctor of medicine.
No, not at 10 years old.
At 10 years old.
Well, that's quite incredible.
Y'all are incredibly fucking gullible.
I'm waiting for CPS to walk in.
Where's Child? I'm calling Child Protective Services.
Parents! I'm calling your parents!
But, Dr. Wilson is an English gentleman.
Ah, yes. I did alter the setting slightly for the stories to be more compelling.
Oh.
Well, it sounds a little strange, doesn't it? A great detective with a 10-year-old girl in tow.
Yeah, that
sounds
would
kind of,
sound a tad sus.
Yeah. No, I still think it's sus that you're his roommate, to be honest.
Oh yes, yes it is very sus.
I suppose it does, yes.
Unless if the situation is like, oh, her parents died tragically and I am now her guardian, but she doesn't want to think of it like that, then that makes more sense.
That's the only thing I can think of is that he's, like, unofficially adopted her.
Yeah.
But even then, I feel like it's a bit odd to have a room like this with such a young girl, because I feel like, people need their privacy.
Yeah. Poor Sasato-san. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Poor Sasato-san. She looks like her whole world is just falling apart. Now we have to look at Blackboard again.
Ah, damn.
About before.
Yes, yes? What's on your mind, Bruno? Do tell me.
How did you know that I was a lawyer and we just arrived in London, I mean?
Yes. Oh, and that we have a difficult trial tomorrow. How did you know all of that?
Oh, that's what you mean.
Please tell us, how did you do it? Explain every detail.
By the way, we don't have to do it. It's just, that was just for the achievement that I wanted to give you, but it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Of course, I'd be delighted, although there's really no mystery. Now, let's begin. Iris Wilson is proud to present her Logic and Reasoning Spectacular. First of all, I knew already that you were a lawyer, Bruno. After all, I met you yesterday at the Old Bailey in the defendant's antechamber.
But you also said that we just arrived in London. How did you know that? Because you're foreigners.
I observed a passport and travel ticket protruding from your breast pocket.
Oh.
So I was reasonably confident that you must have only just arrived in the country. And on top of that, you accepted a case against that particular prosecutor, telling me you are unaware of the courts of London's court affairs.
Reaper of the Bailey? I walked right into that one, didn't I?
Then I noticed a red ink stamp on the back of Susie's hand. You were given that when you visited the local prison to meet with a suspect, weren't you? Earlier today.
Ah!
They use those stamps to keep a close eye on comings and goings, you see.
I didn't realize.
And a red stamp is only used for people visiting foreign inmates. So that told me even though you only had yesterday concluded the trial of Magnus McGilded, the two of you had already had cause to visit a foreign inmate at a local prison. However, neither of you was wearing a particularly sad expression on your face, so I concluded that the prisoner was unlikely to be a friend or a relative. Then led me to believe that you must have accepted a new case.
I see.
Why are her reasonings more sound than Herlock Sholmes's?
Because she's smarter than Herlock.
God, she's the brains.
She's not
He's
blinded
the Flash,
by ego.
she's the brains.
You know, in the stories, Wilson isn't the smartest one, but he is like the best at protecting Sholmes.
Gotcha,
Holmes.
gotcha.
But how could you have known that the trial is tomorrow?
Well, having barely been home a few hours yesterday, Hurley solved yet another case. It's obviously amused him. He told me how he caught a Japanese man who was bawling and trembling.
A Japanese man? But clearly it must have been...
Mr. Natsume!
Now, Bruno has that fancy Japanese sword. And I think your outfit is called a kimono, isn't it, Susie? Well, anyway, it was clear to me that you both come from Japan yourselves, so I put two and two together and decided you must be defending the Japanese man Hurley caught.
I would like to point out that she did not base the fact of them being from Japan simply based off them looking Japanese.
Oh, by like their facial expressions? Or their
By the way,
facial
their
features?
face structure, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
And there was only one conclusion those facts could lead me to. You both came here to ask Hurley about the case. There's a note on the mantelpiece that says the main trial will be tomorrow. Hurley is always stabbing his notes with a knife, you know. He's silly. And that's all there was to it, really. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. I'm Iris Wilson, and that was one of my great deductions.
Jesus, there was not a flaw in that I could see.
Nope. Not at all. She's out for his job.
Jesus.
Well, was it a winner? Were my deductions correct?
They were spot on.
That was amazing, Iris. Truly a great deduction.
You even managed to certain something of the Shrome's delivery.
Oh, well, I was just copying Hurley's style for that.
This is really very good news. You could tell us all about the case involving the Japanese man. You will, won't you, Iris? Please?
Oh god, I can't do any more talking.
Last one. So yesterday, Sholmes apprehended a Japanese man, you were saying.
Yes. Hurley had just arrived back in London after his sea voyage, but the police were waiting for him at the railway station to take him directly to the crime scene.
Ah, the great detective is a popular man, it seems.
Apparently, a woman was stabbed on a quiet street somewhere in town. There were witnesses who had seen a short, shifty-looking, stooped man running away from the scene.
Short, shifty-looking, stooped man.
Mr. Natsumi, beyond any doubt. Sasaki-san said that he didn't see anybody else on the street at all. But it seems there were witnesses after all. They could have been in the houses.
Yeah.
Hurley used his great deduction powers to determine the man's address. It was a lodging room very nearby. He went directly there with the police, and what did they find? A short, shifty-looking, stooped man shivering in fear.
Mr. Sholmes' great deduction certainly hit the mark that time.
Excuse you.
Of course it did. He's a great detective.
Still, that means the incident occurred only 2 days ago. Surely tomorrow is too soon for the trial, isn't it?
Definitely. We have no time to investigate properly.
Hurley says that London is rife with crime.
Oh.
Scotland Yard is doing its best, but they can't stay on top of it, apparently.
Oh dear, I hadn't realized the situation was so dire.
That's why they can't afford to spend too much time investigating cases and trying the criminals in court. Staff and money are both short. Crimes are usually pinned on the first suspicious person.
That's terrible. I suppose it's the harsh reality of the workings of world's greatest justice system.
I suppose it is, but in that case, I don't hold out much hope for the Sasaki-san, or anybody else that's accused of the crime firsthand. Thank you for answering so many of our questions, Iris. This has been very informative.
Oh, you're most welcome. I've had so much fun.
Do you happen to know where Mr. Sholmes is at the moment? As you guessed, we'd like to ask him some questions about this case as well.
Oh, well, I expect Hurley's still investigating the scene.
Of the case involving Mr. Natsumi, you mean?
Yes, Mr. Natsume? Hurley said he was going to the man's lodgings. If you leave now, you'll probably catch him there.
Iris, do you know where those lodgings are?
Well, I imagine the police are still investigating the scene of the crime themselves, aren't they? Do you happen to come across a detective by the name of Gregson when you were there?
Yes, we know Inspector Grayson.
Ah, goody. In that case, give Gregsy this for me, will you? If you do that, I'm sure he'll tell you what you want to know.
What is this?
A 5-shilling piece and a postcard, it seems. It reads,
Gregson, are you sending postcards to a 10-year-old?
"Tell the gentleman in black whatever he wants to know. I trust that won't be a problem." Gosh, this will make the inspector help us, will it?
Also, corruption with 5 shillings.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Iris. We'll give it a try.
Good luck then. I'm going to return to writing my manuscript, The Speckled Band. I'll be making more special blends of tea. So come back soon again.
We'd be delighted. Thank you so much, Iris. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, it's back to the scene of the crime.
And back to my throat slowly dying.
So, somewhat dubious if that would exert any influence over the means of Scotland Yard at all. We headed back to the scene with Iris's curious note and one of the world's heaviest silver coins in hand.
To be continued. Thank God it's to be continued. My nose can't do this anymore.
I was telling you, once we get that, it was basically over.
Oh, thank God. I don't know how my nose got so fucking stuffy, but it's stuffy.
I don't know how it did either, to be honest.
So fucking stuffy. I don't understand. But thank you everyone for joining us tonight. I always appreciate it. So we're gonna end here.
We're actually getting closer to finishing the game.
Huh?
So we're actually getting closer to finishing the game.
Oh, cool.
Let me take a look here, just to be sure. We have only one more case after this.
Cool.
And then we'll have the Ace Attorney Adventures 2, and that will be it.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm seeing who is playing Satisfactory, so we can go raid. Oh god, my nose is literally dying. Oh.
You'd get a doctor on it, a nose doctor.
No, I don't want to get a fucking nose doctor. No. Okay, there's. Okay, who's playing Legion? Let's see. Anyone? Any takers? Because like no one I know is currently streaming right now. So it's fantastic.
There's so many adorable looking people in the second game.
Oh wait, because we have to. Oh, there's 2 games. That's right. I forgot. I forgot about that. All right. You know what? We're not gonna raid because I can't figure out who to fucking raid. All right. All right. So we're just gonna end it here. Thank you, Grant, for joining me tonight. I always appreciate it.
It is no problem. I like coming here to talk with you, to talk to the people here. I do the voice acting. It's fun times.
Thank you everyone for being in chat. Next Friday I should be good to stream now that my mom's like, hey, can you actually like not come up on Friday night and actually come up on Saturday morning? So I should be good to stream Friday night actually. Next week's stream schedule is gonna be not wonky, but it's gonna be unusual compared to like my last couple weeks of streaming. So join the Discord server if you have not already. Be sure to participate in the giveaway if you are interested in getting a free copy of Amnesia Rebirth. And we will see you maybe on Saturday, not Saturday, maybe on Sunday if I stream on Sunday. Probably. All right. Have a good evening, everyone. Bye-bye.